I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
The most Texas country and red dirt, plus the best of Nashville from 90s to now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, going out of style. I was thinking out of style to stay out of
Uvalde Radio.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality, comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The best mix of country plus community information for Uvalde, Texas.
Uvalde Radio.
Welcome to the Texas Farm Store Coyote Pack Broadcast pregame show. Texas Farm Store, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. And now, your hosts, Simon and Al Ortiz, on your official home for Uvalde Coyotes football, UvaldeRadio.net.
Welcome, Uvalde, Texas, not only to the Coyote Pack broadcast, but to the Texas Farm Store pregame show. I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer for the Coyote Pack broadcast. We're broadcasting live out of the Alamo City. We're here sharing a nice, beautiful press box here at Edgewood ISD Stadium, and we have some people also in the press box. Guys, you can talk. It's totally fine. We don't get distracted very much. So
well, I hope we don't distract them.
Hopefully we don't distract y'all. Exactly. We will keep it a little bit more quiet. But honestly, we're just excited. We're here in the Alamo City. We can see downtown San Antonio over to our left side over here. It is a beautiful night here in San Antonio, where the 3-3 Coyotes, your Uvalde Coyotes, take on the 2-4 Kennedy Rockets. It's Game 6 of the Uvalde's 2022 season, second district game. They're coming off a 62-7 loss, but they're facing the Kennedy Rockets here in San Antonio at Edgewood ISD Stadium. I would be remiss if I didn't mention my color commentator, UHS class of 76, number 67 himself, former Coyote left guard Simon Pops Ortiz.
Well, hello, Uvalde. How's everybody doing? Here we are in Edgewood Stadium. Oh, I can see the Hemisphere Tower. I can see the seats reserved for me over there at the rotating restaurant.
The rotating restaurant.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
We're going
We've
after
been there
here,
a couple
right?
of times. Yeah,
we're going to go celebrate.
As long as it's on you, that's fine with me. That's totally fine.
It's been on me all my life.
Well, you are my dad. I mean,
well, what can I say?
Not all your life. I mean,
No,
I've been cut off from you for for a good amount of time. So there you go.
Anyway, we are here. We are ready for some football. It is Friday night, and the lights are on already.
I know the lights are on, and honestly, the beautiful press box too.
It is. I mean, the view. There is no obstruction anywhere. So this is great. I love this. And we're coming back in 2 weeks.
Yeah, we are. We are to play against San Antonio Memorial too.
That's correct.
Yeah, that's going to be great. And also, tell them about the coolest feature of this press box.
Oh yes, the elevator.
Yeah, the elevator. I felt mighty important, more so than what I usually am, but mighty important going up to that elevator too.
I thought I was at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Yeah, that's right. No, but it's a very, and again, everywhere we've gone this season, we have gotten everywhere we've gone on the road this season, we have gotten a very warm welcome reception. We had it in Bernie last week, and we have it here again at Edgewood ISD Stadium.
Very welcoming folks. They are really being very welcoming. They set us up in a nice little area, and it's going to be a great game today. It's a very important game. It's the second district game of the year, and it's the key word for me tonight is mindset. Mm-hmm. Mindset. The psyche of the team was bruised a bit last week. When you get beat as we got beat last week, it's very important that the kids come out positive and come out in a very, very aggressive way. So let's see what happens today. It's going to be a very tough game. Even though they're 2-4, they are a very sound team. So it's going to be a tight game, I think.
Yeah, and we'll get into all of what Pops has in his mind as to what the keys of the game are, breaking down the Rockets in addition to that. And also, Pops, we got beat 62-7 last week in Bernie, right? It wasn't a pretty game. Let's not beat around the bush here. However, we're from Uvalde. Let's not beat around the purple sage here. But here's the thing. They scored a touchdown, a 49-yard touchdown pass from Chris Rodriguez to Jonathan Jimenez in the fourth quarter. And in our new promo on UvaldeRadio.net, you hear Pops at the end of it saying, compete. And that's what they did at the end of the game.
That's right. They did. They did not. They didn't take it to the house. They didn't say, okay, that's it. Let's go ahead and just kneel down or not play or not compete. But they did compete.
Yeah.
And you know what? I really think they're going to be ready for this game.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
Really are.
Well, speaking of compete, I smell some food over here. Looks like ribs or something. Yeah, I'm talking to you. We're on air, but I'm talking to you. That smells really good. We might compete for those ribs later on.
That's right.
Well, all right, guys. Well, that's Pop's high-level thoughts. We're going to get over to the weather report here before we take our first commercial break. It's 88 currently here in San Antonio, Texas, the beautiful Alamo City, right down Highway 90 from Uvalde, Texas, Tree City, USA, honey capital of the world. 88 degrees, clear skies, no precipitation, and 40% humidity. It is a beautiful Texas fall, asterisk right there, Texas fall right there. And at the end of the game, it's going to be 78 degrees, so beautiful weather for these kids once again, Pops.
Yes, it's going to be, it's perfect football weather. And it's going to be so exciting to see these kids get back on the field and get back in the winning column.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and we're excited to see that, guys. So we're going to take our first commercial break. After the break, we're going to get into our Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment with, again, we're going to do a replay of last week's interview with Chance Nunzi, former Coyotes quarterback, class of 05, and, of course, an employee at First State Bank, one of our sponsors, First State Bank of Uvalde. First State Bank of, and actually, First State Bank first down. You hopefully will hear that a lot throughout the game.
Yes. It's going to be a 100% chance of a first down. First State Bank first down.
Mr. Nunzi, if you're listening, we hope you enjoy our little banter here about you, and we hope you all enjoy the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment after this quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com. This is the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment on the Coyote Pack broadcast on UvaldeRadio.net.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, ladies and gentlemen of Uvalde, Texas. You are listening to the Lantana Realty Loyal and True Legacy segment. And it's a big treat here for us because not only do we have a former Coyote quarterback with us, he's also my age, too. You know, Pops has been interviewing a lot of Coyotes, and they talk about the good old days, but it's finally cool to get a fellow millennial here, class of 05 UHS, and former Coyote quarterback Chance Nunzi. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, pretty good, buddy. Yeah, you let the young guys take over.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, man. Well, good deal, man. And we're going to talk a little bit about, you know, your playing days, all that good stuff, but also the chamber picks that you guys have been doing every week. We love listening to that, so we're going to talk about that too. But I'm going to just get started off here, man. So you grew up, born and raised Uvalde, Texas, right?
Yeah, actually born in San Antonio, but I was there for a hot minute. And then Dad moved back home. So
nice. Yeah. That's great. So so you were a Coyote. And but when you came back, you went to A&M for a little bit, but you lived in Uvalde for most of your life.
Oh, right? Yeah. No, this has always been home.
Awesome.
Sure.
Good deal. Okay, so tell us about your time as a Uvalde Coyote, specifically playing the quarterback position. It's inherently like the leader on the team. I mean, it's like a shortstop in baseball, point guard in basketball, like the quarterback. What did that mean to you, and did you grow up wanting to play that position specifically for the Coyotes?
Oh yeah, that was the only position. I mean, I've God bless me with a little bit of an arm, no speed or anything like that. You know,
you were Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, 4.7 doesn't cut it these days. But no, man, I remember going with grandfather and dad, and we'd go and I could name, from Jeremy Weisinger to Dusty Holt, Derek Walker to Brad Moore, and then a guy that was really helpful to me, Russell Raley. Yeah. He really kind of broke down the quarterback position before I got there. But no, that was always definitely. And then Troy Aikman, of course, watching him every week.
Go Cowboys.
He was my guy for sure. But definitely was going to be a quarterback because I really, I don't know, I didn't really have the heart to like go hit somebody. That I was more like wanting to get it in their hands.
Yeah, no, I hear you. So what was your favorite? What was your favorite play? Did you have like a certain route that you preferred to throw or anything like that?
Like slants are so underrated right now, and that's what I've been trying to tell Brody too. I was like, dude, just keep it short, man. Just keep it short. And that's what Russell always told me too, is just get the ball to your hands and let your playmakers go to work.
Right, that hit that yard out of the catch.
Yeah, because they'll do it all the time. You hit 9 out of 10 or whatever, and they'll take off. Katie bar the door,
Yeah.
But it was for sure. It was slants, and then of course, all the young guys like to throw the bombs, which
they all want to be Kurt Warner, right?
Yeah, the conversion rate on those in high school, not that good, know?
Right.
So when you figure that out, and hopefully, you figure it out soon enough, and that's fun. But yeah, for sure.
Yeah, a good deal, man. So, Pops tells me that he played and went to school with some of your family members. He talks and they even had their reunion. I think back maybe about a couple months ago. So he caught up with a couple of your family members. Did you have having that family history with the Coyotes? Did that motivate you even more to kind of leave your own legacy in the maroon and white?
Oh, yeah, it did. And Dad was a member of the state team baseball. And then I pretty much kind of grew up with Buck Lanning, who was a member of the football state team. And he'd be drawing routes in the backyard on stomach and all that. Yeah. And so you had that, and it's Uvalde. It's like that's what I've told everybody. It was pretty cool to be a quarterback in a small town. Yeah. Friday Night Lights, town shuts down. That's fun, and of course, people before us, like Dad, and then my Uncle Dennis McGee, he played at Pearsall and was a stud over there, and so I've been around, and you kind of gotta earn your stripes in a small town like that.
Yeah, actually, our senior year in high school, that's when Friday Night Lights came out, and I remember watching that movie and being like, yeah, that's exactly what we wanted to do.
Man, that's a funny story, because that came out a Friday, and we were playing our first district game my senior year against Fredericksburg, and we talked to the owner of the movie theater at the time, and for our team dinner, everybody paid $1, and we got to watch Friday Night Lights before it came out that Thursday night. So that was cool.
Awesome.
And
wow.
then we got our rear kicked by Fredericksburg. So and I think I went out with a concussion, and so that was awesome.
Oh man. Oh geez, man. So let's segue off of that. So give me some good memories besides the concussion. Give me some good memories you had from your playing days, whether game or otherwise.
Well, let's see. So I got to watch. So it was 2002. So we beat Kerrville Tybee here when I was a freshman, and we got called up. I was just mop duty. We were tackling dummies is what we were. But
you're the practice squad.
Yeah, and so I got to watch, man, like some of the greatest athletes that I've seen ever and played with, like Chase Gertis, Joey Gonzalez. I mean, those guys are athletes. Yeah. Just all out to beat you in anything.
Right.
And so watching that was always a great memory. Being around the guys, that's what you miss the most. But as far as game-wise, it was my sophomore year. I came in against Hondo, and first play threw a touchdown pass to Jeremy Reinhardt. And then a couple plays later, Ruben Torres, that yard after catch we were talking about. Yeah, he ran a little swing route and ran for like 50 yards, man. He made me look fantastic.
And that was your sophomore year,
too. That was the first play on sophomore season, and then, that game was fun, for sure.
That's great. Yeah, it's good to kind of carry those types of memories. And it's also amazing that you can remember who the touchdown was to, what route they ran, who the opponent was. It sticks with you for the rest of your life.
Oh, there's a tennis matchup in my head constantly, just like, and I throw tennis in there for Coach, my aunt, Coach Ramby, but it's just constantly, it's like, man, we could have done that, could have done this, it's still this day, I still think about that.
I was going to say, do you still have those going through your mind?
Yeah.
That's great. All right, well, so somewhere in Tree City, there's probably a kid who's raring to be the quarterback, right? They've watched They've watched Friday Night Lights. They've watched Coyotes football at the legendary Honey Bowl. What advice do you have to that kid who may be listening right now?
Just to take advantage of because man, it's hot down here, and playing football, it's different than basketball or baseball. This is it's a more taxing physically.
Right.
So I think that's what the camaraderie between football players is, because you go through that grueling, you're getting beat down,
right,
during a week, and your body's getting beat down.
Yeah.
But take advantage, because you're going to one day be in our spot and wish you could put that uniform back on, and so leave everything you got out there, because real world, man, it's just not that fun sometimes. So, man, live it up.
Yeah, we were just talking about our full-time job, too, before we got back on here, too. So.
Which, thank you.
Yes, yep, and thank you to my bank. I can't say it on air because they're not technically sponsors, so they're not sponsors. But yeah, so, I mean, that's great advice. I mean, I have a recurring dream, that happens like once a month where I'm back on the football field. I can't emphasize how much it really just sticks with you throughout your life.
Oh man, every time I go to the Honey Bowl too, it smells the same. Locker room smells the same, and it just transports you right back to in my case, getting sacked or throwing a pick, or I don't know.
I don't believe that for a second. That's some humble pie right there, but it's unnecessary humble pie. Well, no, Chan, so tell us a little bit about Chamber Picks. So right before we go to our Texas Farm Store pregame show, we do a rerun on UvaldeRadio.net. The Chamber Picks brought to you by the Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center. It goes live on YouTube and Facebook Live every Wednesday, and Pops and I just love watching y'all pick the picks and have some football banter and everything. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's so much fun to do. I grew up listening to and to do a show with Mama Jan and Willie Edwards. Like those two, they're the goats as far as Uvalde radio goes.
Yeah.
And I just pinch myself because it's literally, I know it's Uvalde or whatever, but man, that's a bucket list thing for me. I grew up listening to this, and my little brother Cavender, he got to do it when I was in college.
Oh,
and I was
nice.
like, what? You didn't even play football. Come on. Like, how are you? Which, of course, I was happy for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I was so jealous. And now I get to do it, and now he's the one jealous in Florida, But, no, it's absolutely, it's a blessing, and it's definitely a bucket list thing to get to do, and I'm just so appreciative of that, and John and MJ and all them for doing that.
Yeah.
And it's good to get a little Maroon Aggie on there too, because you got Jay Allen, Mr. T-Sipper, and then everybody else, got a discount T-shirt at Walmart, so they're Longhorn fans. So it's good to get some Aggie representation.
It's sunny, but I'm feeling some shade right now.
Yeah.
So we're at the halfway mark for the season, and we're running out a little bit running out of time, but I want to get your thoughts. Halfway mark here in the season. 5 more games to go. Can you tell us about what you've seen out of this team so far, and where you think they could be going in the next half of the season, going into district play?
I think we're relatively young. I mean, you've got skill positions that are juniors and sophomores and stuff like that, and the plays are there, and it's just they've got grit. That's the first thing, and to be honest, like, of course, guys, close your ears because this is not for you. But as far as community goes, man, they did that job that first game, that comeback last second, man. That the season's a win, from that standpoint where this community's been. But man, they're building on a lot of stuff, and they look good, as John J. Cano would say. But it's a building thing, man. It's what, year 2, going on to year 3.
Yeah.
And it's there.
Yeah.
So just keep at it, man, because you matter, especially right now in this community. So reach out, say hi to a kid. Open the door. Just
absolutely.
Kindness, man. Use that platform right now, because you have it.
Very well said, Mr. Nuzzi. And honestly, this has been just a great interview. Really happy to have you on. Really glad you could take time out to talk with us on the Coyote Pack broadcast. It means the world to me and Pops.
Oh man, and y'all mean the world to the football community here in Uvalde, man. Y'all
Appreciate it.
Getting some y'all's calls, or it's electric, and it's and you suck people in, man, and that's what it's supposed to be.
Appreciate that.
like what we're trying to do with the picks, man. So And hopefully we'll get y'all on as a guest picker. Man.
Oh, we'd love to.
That'd be fantastic.
Oh, we'd love to. Oh, we're very competitive against each other. So, I mean, we'll probably make it a little awkward, with our back and forth, but we're good.
Hey, no, well, me and Willie do enough of that, so you'll be fine.
I love it. All right, well, Chance Nuzzi, ladies and gentlemen, class of 05, former Coyote quarterback. We're going to be right back after this commercial break, and we're going to break down, Bernie, the first district game for our Uvalde Coyotes. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. Thanks for listening in, guys, to the Texas Farm Store pregame show. Again, I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer on the Coyote Pack broadcast. And with me, as always, is Simon Pops Ortiz, UHS class of 76 and former Coyote left guard. If you're just joining us, we are here broadcasting live in Alamo City, San Antonio, Texas, right down Highway 90. We're like Johnny Cash. We went down to San Antonio, but we're not wearing black. We're wearing maroon, baby, of the Uvalde Coyotes. The Uvalde Coyotes are taking on the 2 and 4 Kennedy Rockets here. They're in Jets colors, so it's really cool, and they have the style of the Jets colors. So the Rockets are all in green helmet, green shirt, green pants. Coyotes are going to be wearing their all whites here. So anyways, Pops, let's dive right in. What do you got for us as far as your preview of this game and what the Coyotes need to do to win?
Well, I'll tell you what, this is the second district game, but it's also a very important district game. You know, in Texas football, the 4A, Division 4A, the top 4 teams go to the playoffs. Now, there's 6 teams in our district, so 4 of the 6 are going to go into the playoffs. 3 of those 6 have not had a district win. One of them is Uvalde, the other one is Kennedy, and the third one is Memorial. So it's very important. The winner of this game today is going to have a good chance of getting into the playoffs. So, saying that, we'll dive right into what it's going to take to win this game. Now, Kennedy, the Rockets, they have a very good dual threat quarterback that is excellent in running in either the option or the RPO, and he's also excellent running up the middle. They are predominantly a running team. So they have a big fullback that can really take it up the middle in the dives.
I love a good fullback.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Former fullback here.
That's right. So, yes, it's going to be very, very important that the Coyotes be able to stop this dual threat running back and quarterback. So, if I want to get into the keys of the game, there's 3. The first one is the mindset. You know, we lost pretty bad last week, but the kids need to not even think about that. You know, we're coyotes, we're not elephants. So we're not going to be thinking about that game last week.
Right.
We're going to be thinking about this game and being able to come out on top. The mindset, the culture change, the winning attitude. That's what they need to concentrate on. The second is, again, eliminate, I sound like a broken record. Eliminate mental errors. Every game. Last week it snowballed. Why? Because of the mental errors, the turnovers, the penalties. those things can snowball on you, and that's exactly what happened last week. Memorial played Bernie yesterday.
Right.
And they lost 35-0.
Who did?
Memorial.
Yeah.
Against Bernie. So, it didn't quite snowball on them. I don't know what the particulars of the game was, but ours, it was a snowball effect of all the errors and the mental errors and the penalties, the turnovers that really affected the game. That's the second key. And the third, of course, I've already talked about that. They have a good dual threat quarterback who can run, and they have a good fullback and running back that can take the ball up. So they're basically a predominant running team.
I'm going to stop you right there because here come the Coyotes, ladies and gentlemen, onto the field with the U flag, the American flag, and that beautiful U logo of the Uvalde Coyotes. They're wearing their whites, they're wearing their white helmet, white jersey, and maroon pants there. So the Coyotes have taken the field. Coin toss is imminent. Pops, back to you.
Yes. So basically, it's going to be a tight game, but I think that we are going to be very poised to come away with a win. So it has to come down to the mental part. The mental part being the mindset, not make those mental errors, not get into the snowball effect of letting that get into your mind. It's again the culture change of having a winning attitude. That's basically what it's going to take tonight to win.
And here come the Coyotes onto the field, the three captains here. That is Devin Franklin, number 5, and then, of course, Justin Rendon, number 21, and number 0, Jarrett Hernandez. And, of course, number 88, actually, Augie Aviles is coming out on the field as a captain as well. Justin Rendon wearing number 21, of course, for the 21 Angels that we lost on May 24th. Always remembered, never forgotten. We're doing the presentation of the colors here onto the field with the national anthem, the whole 9 yards, and showing respect out of our country. We're going to take another commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Texas Farm Store backs the pack. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years at 236 East Nepal. Stop by for everything you need. Feed, seed, lawn and garden, animal health, custom mixing and grinding, tack, herbicides, pesticides, and even wild game feeders. At Texas Farm Store, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you with all your needs. Delivery is available. Please call for more information, 830-278-3713. And find Texas Farm Store online at txfarmstore.com.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality, comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Medina Electric Cooperative backs the pack.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
It's time for Coyotes football, presented by Texas Farm Store, Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams, Uvalde Memorial Hospital, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home, Skyway Entertainment, Texan Bank, Medina Electric Cooperative, Lantana Realty, Uvalco Supply, Power Sports and Equipment, Vulcan Materials Company, Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, and First State Bank of Uvalde. And now your host, play-by-play announcer, Al Ortiz, and color commentator, Simon Ortiz. This is the Coyote Pack broadcast with Simon and Al Ortiz on your official home for Uvalde Coyotes football, UvaldeRadio.net.
All right, Uvalde, Texas, it is game time here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium here in the beautiful Alamo City, San Antonio, Texas. Beautiful downtown San Antonio is over to our left-hand side and over yonder, and it's a beautiful night for some Texas high school football. It's the Coyotes' second district game, Game 7 of the 2022 season. 3-3 Coyotes versus the 2-4 Kennedy Rockets here. Coyotes are coming off a 62-7 loss to Bernie last week, hoping to bounce back and get that first district win. As I'm speaking right now, the Coyotes captains are out on the field at midfield with the Kennedy Rockets captains. Our captains are number 88, Augie Aviles, number 21, Justin Rendon, number 5, Devin Franklin, and number 0, Jarrett Hernandez. So, Pops, I do...
Yes.
I want to talk about. Sorry, I dropped my notes. I had to go and get them off the floor. I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited. It's Coyotes football. It's Friday. We've been waiting all week for this. So, Pops, when we got here, we did some. I mean, we've done some research all week, right? But here's the thing. What really stood out to us when we kind of did our final research is that number 72, Ethan Janowski. He is a defensive lineman, interior defensive lineman for the Kennedy Rockets. He is a 4-year starter and had 109 tackles last year, and he's on pace to have the same this year. So it's just, any thoughts on him? What do the Coyotes have to do to kind of adapt to that? I mean, if you're Coach Made Miller, what do you do here with that stud in the middle of this defense?
Well, the best thing that the Coyotes can do is basically start with their RPOs and get the ball out quickly to their to Jonathan Jimenez, for example, in the flats, and let them work in space. Right. I think if we get that going, the running game will open up if we start with the pass in the flats and in the misdirection plays. So I think that's going to be very, very, very important that we start with the ball, and we are going to start with no, we're not. We're kicking off.
We're kicking off, yeah.
Yes. So basically, the first thing is we need to stop them in the first drive, right? Yeah. But the thing is that again, our defense is going to have to play their keys. They're going to have to play integrity in the gaps because they're predominantly a running team. They take the ball and they do a couple of misdirection plays, but they're kind of weird looking misdirection plays because it's a misdirection into the fullback going in, diving into the middle.
Right. Yeah.
So it's going to be very important for our linebackers to be able to fill those gaps to stop their run. The quarterback, if he doesn't see anybody open, he takes off.
Yeah.
He just takes off.
Yeah.
So it's going to be very important that our pass rushers keep their lanes to make sure that he doesn't. If he sees a gap, it doesn't matter if there's a guy open, he'll run. Yep. Anyway.
All right, here come the Coyotes. They are kicking off from right to left, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, the Kennedy Rockets are going to get the ball first. Ball is placed at the 40-yard line, and it's an onside kick. And it rolls right into the hands of an awaiting Kennedy Rocket. Gutsy move right there from Coach Wade Miller.
Coach Wade Miller has decided he's going to start aggressive, and I like that. I like that aggressiveness. Let's, you know what? He has confidence in his defense. Let's see what happens.
And that was number 15 on the kickoff, Devere Willis. Actually, that was a really good onside kick. It just went straight into a Kennedy Rocket. If it hit the gap, That had a chance.
That had a very good chance.
All right, here come the Kennedy Rockets here. Ball is placed at the 49-yard line of the Kennedy Rockets. Wide receiver over to the far side of the field. Shotgun snap is away. Handoff to the running back up the middle and stuffed by a pack of Coyotes. Number 65, Malachi Lada leading the way.
Again, they had good gap. They had good gap responsibility, and they stayed in their gaps, and it was just a wall that got that running back.
So only gained a yard, a 2nd and 9, and that running back, I believe, we need to make sure we get these names correctly. So I believe that running back is Alfred Romero, the starting running back for the Rockets. So the Rockets, again, huddling up. They're taking their time here. They're not doing a hurry up like we usually see from our opponents. 2nd down and 9. Ball is at the 50-yard line. Trips left here for the Rockets. Shotgun snap, wide receiver screen to number 4. Number 4 trying to cut up middle, but it's a loss of yardage. Beautiful tackle by number 3, Patrick Mejia there. Read it all the way.
They have this wide receiver screen that they play.
We saw it on film.
Yes, we did, and the Coyotes were ready for it.
Yep. If we see a trips left formation, trips left wide receivers to the near side of the field, more often than not, they run that screen pass.
That's correct. Yes.
So here we are, 3rd and 11 in the infancy of the first quarter. 10:53 left to go. 3rd down and 11 for these Rockets. Ball is at the 48-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Shotgun snap is away. Quarterback with a 2-step drop, throwing over the middle and overthrows his receiver. Number 32 for the Rockets. That is Jason Gomez. A little bit of an overthrow. That's going to be a punt.
3 and out. Good pressure. He really didn't have time to set his feet. He was sprinting to the near side of the field, and the ball was off target.
What was one of your keys to the game that applies to this?
Keep your lane and don't let him run out of there.
Yep, and that's exactly what they did. So it is a 4th down and 11, 3 and out for the Rockets here. Punt formation for the Rockets, 2 men deep. That is number 10 for the Coyotes, Damian Rivera. And actually, it's going to be an offsides. That's going to be an offsides penalty on the Coyotes. That's okay, though. It's only a 5-yard penalty. 4th down still coming up.
That's correct. It's 4th and 11, so it's not going to hurt the Coyotes. They're going to have to just re-kick, I believe.
That's a cool little graphic there at the Edgewood Veterans Stadium. They have a flag on the play here, animated referee throwing some dirty laundry there.
Let's see if those referees know how to use those mics.
We were talking to the staff here for Edgewood CISD or Edgewood ISD, and let's see what the call is officially. Okay. Well, it's offsides on the defense, number 44, but I don't think our listeners can hear. That's a little bit of a faint microphone there, so that's fine, totally fine. But it is offsides.
But hot dog. Those refs know how to use the mics.
Yeah, that was a concern here. They pressed the button and they got it right. I love it. So let's see what happens here with the punt away for the Rockets. The ball sails over to the 22-yard line, gathered by the Coyotes, up the 30, up the 35 to the 40. A little bit of a running lane. Number 5, that is number 5, Devin Franklin, but flag is on the play. Might be a holding here, Pops.
It's either that or a block in the back. Let's see what the refs say.
Yeah, and they're conversing here at the 45-yard line. And the coaches for the Rockets are signaling, of course, to the other side. I mean, they're biased just like we are. We're going to think it's against them. They're going to think it's against them. Are we
homers?
We're homers.
No,
we like that
not.
home cooking. We like that menudo. You all like menudo?
No, they're barbacoa people.
They're barbacoa. Yeah, barbacoa and Big Red. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. We do like our barbacoa, too. What's that? Oh, we can't. Sorry, they can't talk to us.
Yes,
right? Boundaries have been set. Boundaries have been set. All right. If you hear some heckling, guys, that's what's going to happen here. So it was a holding penalty. That ball is placed at the 29-yard line for the Coyotes. That's where their start. 1st and 10. 10:31 left to go in the first quarter. The score is knotted up at 0 here in the infancy of this first quarter. Shotgun snap formation, as always, for Brody Carnes. 1 wide receiver to the far side of the field. Slot receiver to the near side, and that is Jonathan Jimenez, along with his trips right for the Coyotes here. Snap is away. Brody Carnes looking down the middle of the field, has plenty of time, finds a wide open Jonathan Jimenez at the 49-yard line, and a flag is thrown too. It might be on the defense in the secondary, so it might be a defensive penalty here.
It is it looks like it's going to be a defensive penalty. It might have been a defenseless wide receiver. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, that's the thing. Sometimes we get tongue-tied here. There we go. Shake it off. We're shaking it off here, just like the Coyotes did that penalty for about a 30-yard gain, 20-yard gain here. And let's see what happens after the penalty is assessed, too. The chains are moving, so it is a penalty against the Kennedy Rockets. Don't see the ball moving too much more, so was it declined?
No, I think it was they picked up the flag.
Okay, they picked up the flag here. Ball is at the 49-yard line. line. Coyotes still in their own territory. 2 wide receivers on each side of the field. Slot receiver is Damian Rivera here on the near side of the field. Jaden Gonzalez is the back in the backfield with Brody Carnes. Snap is away. Brody Carnes looking to the near side of the field and throws a parabola. Deep ball, and it's an incomplete, overthrown to Damian Rivera.
Damian was open. He was wide open. It was just overthrown a little bit, and the Coyotes came out swinging. They came out, throwing that ball, which is good because it's going to help them establish that run in the later part of the game.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with big number 72 there for the Rockets, Ethan Dranowski, who had 109 tackles. If you're just joining us, 109 tackles last season alone. So let's see if the Coyotes will go at him or try to adapt their offense around him. 10:19 left to go, 0-0. Snap is away for Brody Carnes, 2nd down and 10. He's flushed out of the pocket, tries to run it, gets about maybe a 1-yard gain for a 3rd down and 9 at the 50.
Again, the pass was there, but it just took too long to develop.
Yeah, it was a clean pocket for a while, so that might have been it wasn't technically a sack, but that was all coverage as far as that defensive stand goes. 3rd and 9 for the Coyotes here at their own 50-yard line. 9:53 on the clock in the first quarter. Jonathan Jimenez trying to find a spot on the field. Not sure what the play call is. It depends on what the play call is. So Jonathan Jimenez lined up as the lone receiver on the far side of the field. Taylor Massey is the up back with a wide receiver to the near side of the field. Can't see the number at the moment. Actually, it's number 5, Devin Franklin. Snap is away to Carnes, and it's a pitch to Jaden Gonzalez, who gets absolutely blown up for a loss of about 7. It's going to be 4th down and long. Punting situation for the Coyotes.
It was a pitch out, and I mean that young man came in unblocked and just took him down.
It was a jailhouse break.
Yes, it was. But you know what? Kudos to number 22. He didn't fumble.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as soon as he got the ball, he got blown up.
Yes.
So I mean, yeah. Very tight security there, tighter than a little in a pickle jar. Here comes the Coyotes punt here. Chris Rodriguez is your punter, takes the snap, punts it away, and it's a beautiful kick, as always, from Rodriguez. Fielded at the 20 by the Rockets. There is some running room for the return man. Gets to about the 30-yard line. That is number 31 of the Rockets, actually. No, I cannot see the number, actually, anymore. So, Pops, what did you see there?
I saw a beautiful kick, but it was a little too long, and it was too long for the coverage.
Yeah, outkicked his coverage. That was Jason Gomez on the return for the Kennedy Rockets. So they set up shop for their second possession at the 31-yard line. 8:48 left to go in the first quarter. Score is tied at 0. No one has scored any points quite yet here in the beautiful Alamo City, San Antonio, Texas, right down Highway 90 from Tree City, USA, Uvalde, Texas.
They are going to try to pass this time. I think it's going to be they have trips to the left.
Well, here comes the man in motion. Snap is away, and that is a blown call. Right, actually, as a blown play because the dirty laundry is on the field. Going to be a false start on the Rockets. It looks like.
Yes, it does. It looks like one of the interior linemen moved before the snap.
All right, yep, and that's exactly what happened. So that is going to be 5 yards on the Rockets there. 1st down and 15 at about the 26-yard line. 8:47 left to go. No score at the moment here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. The 3-3 Coyotes are taking on the 2-4 Rockets, hoping to get their first district win in their second district game. All right, first play of this possession for the Rockets. Snap is away. The quarterback is looking down the field, throws in the middle of the field in tight coverage, but finds a man, threads the needle for about a 7-yard gain. 2nd down and 8 coming up. Beautiful throw there by Joseph Simmons, the quarterback for the Rockets.
Boy, there was a crowd around that ball. It was right in there, and it had some velocity. I'm surprised the young man was able to keep the ball from being incomplete.
Juvenal Esparza led the tackle there. He had good coverage on his guy, but it was just a beautiful throw by Simmons, the quarterback for the Rockets here. So the Rockets break their huddle, go up to the line of scrimmage. Man in motion to the near side of the field. One running back in the backfield with Simmons. Simmons scanning the field. Another man in motion to the far side of the field. Misdirection play. Simmons cuts up the middle, gets to about the 37-yard line. 3rd and short here coming up for the Rockets.
That was a designed run for the quarterback. The man in motion led into the hole, and he tried to pop out of there, but he wasn't able to.
You talked about the misdirection plays in the shotgun formation in the Texas Farm Store pregame show, and there it was right there.
That's right.
Yeah, that is what we saw on the film. So 7:40 left to go in the first quarter. Third down and about 3 for the Rockets. Let's see what the Coyotes defense can cook up here. Let's see if they call a run blitz here. But the shotgun formation stands. 2 wide receivers to the near side, at the far side of the field. Snap is away. Simmons trying to roll out to the near side, tries to run it, and actually slips a tackle and gets tackled by a pack of Coyotes. Once again, number 55 for the Coyotes, Aaron Graves on leading the tackle there.
But he made enough yardage to get the first down. Again, we have to
Just
be able.
enough.
Yes, and we have to be able to contain him, because if he doesn't see anybody open or he sees a hole in the line, he'll take off
Automatically, almost too. He doesn't scramble; he just takes off. If his
correct.
second read isn't there, boom, he goes, and he's dangerous.
He is. He has some speed on him.
First down and 10 for the Rockets. 7:02 in this opening frame. Trips left over there for the Rockets, and 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Hand off to number 14 of the Rockets, who finds a lot of real estate over to the near far side of the field and gets about maybe a 4-yard gain there. That is, I believe, number 14 for the Rockets, Daniel Torres.
It was a lot of real estate, Al, but it was lateral.
It was.
Second and 7.
He ran about 15 yards for a 4-yard gain. So good pursuit by the Coyotes there.
That's correct. The thing is that he tried the inside, and it was stopped up, so he went to the outside and was able to get 3 or 4 yards.
And those 3 or 4 yards present a second down and 7 for the Rockets. Ball is at the 44-yard line. 2 wide receivers, actually 1 wide receiver, lone wide receiver to the far side of the field. Pitch is to the running back. Running back dancing around, trying to find some room. Doesn't get much room and is met at the line of scrimmage by the Coyotes. More specifically, number 2, Juvenal Esparza. Great discipline by Juvenal there.
Great discipline by the defense. They contained and didn't let him go outside.
3rd and 7 for the Rockets here. They're huddling up, trying to get their ducks in a row, because this is a big down for them. If they don't get it here, it still maybe will give the field position advantage. 5:45 left to go in the first quarter here. Clock is ticking away. It's a really fast first quarter because the Rockets run a lot here. So let's see if they do so again to try to pick up the first down. I formation. Snap is under center. Simmons takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to the far side of the field, and it is a man in the flats, number 14, who finds the first down and more up to the 40-yard line of the Coyotes. That was Daniel Torres, who was wide open in the flats.
That was a beautifully designed play. He was out there all by himself. We did not pick him up, and they got the first down.
We used to call that the 336 bootleg pass, and I know that because that's to the fullback, and I was a fullback, so that was definitely the bread and butter there for that fullback, who has some jets on him too.
He does.
Yeah, so first down and 10 for the Rockets, 40-yard line of the Coyotes. 5:25 left to go in the first quarter, all knotted up at 0 at the moment, halfway through the first frame of this game, the second district game for the Coyotes. 2 running backs in the backfield with Simmons, who is in shotgun formation, man in motion, fake handoff, 2-step drop back, almost finds a wide receiver, but a tight coverage by number 2, Juvenal Esparza again. Juvenal Esparza having himself a good game so far.
And that wide receiver was very well covered. It was good that he overthrew him, or else it was going to be a jump ball.
Yep, second down and 10 for the Rockets, and on that incompletion. Ball again at the 40-yard line of the Coyotes, 5:20 on the clock. Play clock is at 26 seconds. Number 2 for the Rockets. Joseph Simmons, again, coming in with the play into the huddle. They don't run a lot of hurry up, do they?
No, they don't.
We see a lot of that.
They're more traditional in their huddle.
Yeah, I kind of like that. All right, so three running backs in the backfield. 1 man in motion now. 2 men in motion at the same time. Get set at the same time. Snap is away. Hand off to number 4, and he gets up to about the 35-yard line for a 5-yard gain. Randy Contreras on the play there. And number 36 for the Coyotes with the tackle. That is Caden Smith.
That's more of a pistol formation with a running back behind the quarterback. The quarterback is about 4 feet back from the center, and it's a little funny because sometimes it looks like the wishbone with 2 running backs next to the quarterback and 1 behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. And like you said, it's not shotgun. It is pistol. I do stand corrected. But here they're doing a traditional I formation here on 3rd down and 6. Let's see if they run it again. Simmons takes the snap, fakes the handoff, tries the bootleg, but finds contain, and then tries to find a receiver and does find a receiver, number 30, across the 22-yard line. The Coyotes with the tackle, number 8, Chris Rodriguez, on the stop there, but it's a first down for for the Rockets, almost in scoring position at the 22-yard line.
It was a sprint out for the quarterback, and since he's a dual threat running quarterback, he had enough time to let the play develop. And it just, you have to stay in your lanes. You have to stay and not let him out on the outside.
All right, so Rockets are driving here. Let's see if the Coyotes can bring them down to earth. Fake handoff, and there is a flag. And they stop the play. So that usually indicates a false start on the offense.
That's the second one they've had, and they are known to have quite a few false starts.
Yep. All right, guys, we are broadcasting live here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium, Coyotes and Rockets. The 0-0 score on the board represents the first frame of the game. 4:16 left to go in the first quarter. It is a false start. The ball is going to be placed at about the 27-yard line. So first down and 15. That could prove costly for this running team behind the chains so early.
It just depends on if the Coyotes keep their lanes and not let them outside the hash.
My apologies. Rockets break the huddle. One wide receiver to the far side of the field. Again in the traditional I formation. Man in motion again. Snap is away. Fake handoff. Play action pass. Another man in the flats. Fullback in the flats. But this time the Coyotes are there to stop it. Justin Rendon with a tackle at about the 25-yard line for a gain of only about 2.
They're making the adjustments. They're saying that they're releasing the running back out to the flats, and the linebackers are starting to keep their assignments and staying with the running back coming out of the backfield.
And it's very impressive, too, because Simmons plays the play action and the fake handoffs very well. Sometimes it throws me off, so I can't only imagine what these linebackers and these defenders overall, I can't imagine what they're seeing so quickly on the field, too.
So their three big plays have been the running backs releasing into the flats, so we need to adjust, and it looks like they're adjusting to it.
And it brings up a second down and 13, 3:21 left to go in the first quarter, all knotted up at 0. Scoreless in this second district game for the Coyotes. 2 men in motion again for the Rockets. Snap is away, and another stoppage of play, but I don't see any flags on the field. It might be a timeout. Actually, no, let's see what the flag is. Delay of game on the Rockets here. The play clock ran out.
Mental errors, Al.
Mental
errors.
But not on the Coyotes.
No.
Yeah.
Nope, not on the Coyotes, but mental errors.
Yep. So 3:12 left to go in the game. If you guys hear some stuff in the background, their screen up here had a little graphic of Nacho Libre, or a video of Nacho Libre saying something funny here, so it's going to be distracting, but I love that. Second down and 20 for the Rockets. 2 men in motion again to the near side of the field. 2 running backs in the backfield. Pistol formation. Snap is away, and another flag. Looks like it's going to be a false start. Bringing them back. It looks like Rocket failure to launch here as soon as they got into scoring position here for Kennedy.
Again, mental errors. Okay, never mind. It's good for us, but though it is. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. A winning team needs to have that mentality, that mental toughness, that they're not going to be having all these penalties. It just. That's why you have losing records.
Right, and on the same side of the coin too, it's great that the winning teams also put their foot on the gas and finish out drives like this. Get the offense off the field when they're behind. Second down and 25, for example, here. So let's see if the Coyotes can get the Rockets off the field without any points. Pistol formation. Snap is away. Fake handoff. Simmons finds the corner on the far side of the field. Gets about 5 yards. Turns a second and 25 to about a third down and 20.
It was a design play. They did a misdirection and a dive into the middle of the line, and then he took off for the sideline, hoping that his speed would be enough to get around the defense.
2:28 left to go in the first quarter here. No score in this opening frame. Here in San Antonio, Texas, broadcasting live on UvaldeRadio.net. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast. I formation for the Rockets here. Ball is at the 30-yard line. Snap is away. Fake handoff again. Simmons rolling over to the near side of the field and tries to find a receiver, but good coverage again. That was number 6 for the Coyotes in coverage. Elijah Carroll, the safety.
What made that play was the pressure he had. He didn't have time to set his feet and throw an accurate pass. Even though the wide receiver was covered, he did not have time to set his feet, so it was off and incomplete.
Devin Brown there, the defensive lineman, the defensive end for the Coyotes, making great contain here for the Coyotes here, trying to keep Simmons in the pocket. That's the end of the first quarter. Actually, no, it's a timeout. My apologies. 2:23 left to go in the first quarter. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're just joining us, we are here scoreless at Edgewood Veterans Stadium in San Antonio, Texas, where the 3-3 Coyotes are taking on the 2-4 Kennedy Rockets. It is 4th down and about 15 here after that 5-yard gain by a quarterback of Kennedy Simmons. Snap is away, punt is away for the Rockets, and that sails to about the 10-yard line where it's going to peter out of bounds at about the 15. Takes a Coyotes bounce to the 15-yard line where they're going to set up shop, the Coyotes are.
You know, he does directional punting. He's not a straightaway punter. He likes to take a step to the side and then hit the ball to one side or the other. And that was a very decent punt that he had.
Yeah, and that was something that you saw on film too. You know, so it was. I mean, we were very impressed by that when we saw that, and we were doing our research here this week. So 2:15 left in the opening frame, 0-0. Coyotes are starting at the 16-yard line. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Coyotes going from right to left. Coyotes are in a shotgun formation as always. Brody Carnes looking around the line of scrimmage, trying to see if he needs to adjust anything. Takes the snap, throws a quick out to Jared Hernandez, who evades a tackler and gets up to about the 28-yard line. Great opening play for the Coyotes here. 2nd down and 7 coming up.
That was a slightly dangerous play because that ball had to go a long ways for it to get to the receiver, but
yeah.
we got it.
Could have been a pick 6 there, but there was no one in the vicinity there, but it is an inherently dangerous play. Glad the Coyotes were able to convert. 2nd down and 2 here, 1:44 on the clock in the first quarter. Brody Carnes looking to the sideline at his offensive coordinator, trying to figure out what the play is. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Slot receiver Jonathan Jimenez, number 10 Damian Rivera, and number 5 Devin Franklin with Jonathan Jimenez on that near side of the field. Jared Hernandez, lone wide receiver to the far side with Jaden Gonzalez as the running back. Brody Carnes was about to call something, then called a timeout. Didn't like what he saw. Maybe there was some confusion. So while they get their ducks in a row, we're going to take one more commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Tune in to Chamber Picks, the long-awaited reboot to the program where Uvalde football fans get together to talk about football. Each week, the Chamber Picks panel of forecasters try to predict the winner of a select number of football games. Join host J. Allen Carnes every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Brought to you by Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center and LMG Productions. For more information, visit uvalde.org.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast on UvaldeRadio.net. Looks like they didn't get the timeout in time, so it is delay of game. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Coyotes. Snap is away. Chris Rodriguez in at quarterback, fakes the pitch, actually pitches it finally to Jaden Gonzalez, who recovers all of that penalty yardage and more for about a 3rd down and 9. 1 yard to go for a 1st down there.
It was an excellent play. He was going to get clobbered, number 8, and he pitched the ball at the right time, and we were able to get some 9 yards.
You know, and he was down the field a little bit too. So he waited till the very last second to pitch that ball out to Gonzalez there. So 3rd down and inches, literally inches, 42 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Scoreless here in the first quarter here in San Antonio, Texas, right down Highway 90 from Uvalde. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, man in motion. That's Joshua Verduzco. Handoff is to Jaden Gonzalez, who gets the 1st down, eking his way across the line of scrimmage for a First State Bank 1st down.
A First State Bank 1st down,
Cash
baby.
bank in the money, baby.
That's right, cash bank in the money. We got it going. Now let's keep those chains moving. We cannot get behind the chains. We need to keep going, running that ball. They still have Rodriguez in there, number 8.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we need to stop. Now that we've done the pass, let's do the run.
All right, looks like Coach Wade Miller is trying to mix things up here. Ball is at the 27-yard line. Coyotes in their own territory. Chris Rodriguez sends a man in motion. That's Joshua Verduzco again. Snap is away. Another pitch to the running back, and it was a shallow pitch to Jaden Gonzalez, who could not scoop it up initially, then falls on the ball. Fumble there, loss of 5.
It looked like the ball slipped out of Rodriguez's hand, and it didn't even make it halfway. And it was good that number 22 was able to fall on the ball.
Well, that is the end of the first quarter. When the second quarter comes around, the Coyotes are going to be facing a 2nd down and 15. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. We're broadcasting live out of San Antonio, Texas, the big city right down Highway 90 from Uvalde. I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer, and with me, as always, Simon Pops Ortiz, your color commentator, class of 76 from UHS, number 67 himself, former Coyote left guard. If you're just joining us, the second quarter is about to go underway, and we are all knotted up at 0. Scoreless first quarter. Coyotes have the ball, 2nd down and 15 after a fumble and a fumble recovery by Jaden Gonzalez after a botched pitch. Snap is away for the Coyotes here. Brody Carnes looking down the field, finds a collapsing pocket, flushes over to the far side of the field, running out of room and throws it away. Great smart play by Brody Carnes to bring up a 3rd down and 15.
It just didn't develop. Everybody was covered. He needed to scramble. He had a man chasing him, and he just barely was able to throw the ball out of bounds.
A split second later, and I kid you not, that defender would have probably tried to strip sack that ball away. It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been. So it was good that he was able to throw it away.
3rd down and 15 for the Coyotes, and they are... okay, never mind. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers on the far side, 2 wide receivers on the left side. 1 running back in the backfield with Carnes. That is Jaden Gonzalez. Snap is away for the Coyotes. Brody Carnes looking to the far side of the field and gets sacked. Quickly collapsing pocket. Loss of about 5 brings up a 4th down and 20. Obvious punt situation coming up.
They had a blitz coming in from the left-hand side, and we didn't have enough blockers to contain that, so he didn't have a chance to even set up to try to throw the ball.
Yeah, so that is a 4th down and about 25 for the Coyotes. A little bit more than 20. Yeah, maybe about a 4th down and 22. Doesn't matter because the Coyotes are punting here. Up back in the backfield for the Coyotes here. Can't see the number, but actually now I do see the number. That is number 31 for the Coyotes, Jonathan Flores, and Chris Rodriguez is back to punt. The Gunners are set. The snap is away. The punt is away. Low snap. Actually takes a Rockets bounce, then takes a Coyotes bounce. Back over to about the 42-yard line, but that puts the Rockets in Coyotes territory and good field position here.
Very good field. It was a low snap. He had to grab it and punt it as quickly as possible, and it was a low kick, so it didn't have any hang time, and it didn't bounce our way.
Yeah, unfortunately. So that puts the ball at about the 43-yard line in the Coyotes territory. The Rockets are huddling up again here. 1st down and 10. Score is all 0. We are in a tight game here. Defensive matchup, it seems, is brewing here in San Antonio, Texas. One wide receiver to the near side of the field. Man in motion. Handoff to the running back. Stuffed in the backfield. Beautiful play right there by Caden Smith, the defensive end for the Coyotes, with a loss of about 2. 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Rockets.
That was great containment. He didn't let it was a sweep, and he didn't let the young man go around him, and he was able to tackle him before he could turn the corner.
10:40 on the clock in the left in the half, actually. 0-0 here in San Antonio, Texas, Alamo City. Just Joseph Simmons comes in, the quarterback for the Rockets, with the play call. The Rockets are keen on huddling up. They don't do a hurry up or a no huddle offense like we've seen most of the season. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Look for a wide receiver screen here. Usually this is the formation, and sure enough, well, actually they fake it. So now Simmons finds a lot of running room, turns the corner, up the sideline, and across the 34-yard line for a Rockets. Seems like a Rockets 1st down right there.
It was not. We did not contain. We did not stay in our lanes. So he was able to break the containment on the outside. It was supposed to be a pass, but when he saw that there was no containment on the right side, he just took off.
Yeah, and there it was. The wide receiver screen, like you said, Pops, decided not to go for it. found a lot of running room. First down and 10 for the Rockets at the 33-yard line of the Coyotes. So 33 yards away from scoring. One wide receiver to the near side of the field. Snap is away. Handoff to the running back, who finds a little bit of running room, actually turns forward and gets over to about the 27-yard line for a solid 4 or 5 yard gain, bringing up a 2nd down and 5 for the Rockets.
It was number 10, the running back number 10, Alfredo Romero.
Yep, Alfredo Romero.
And he's a load. He is a load. So he took some Coyotes with him when he went down the middle.
9:46 left to go in the half. Halftime approaching. This game is going really fast because both teams are running it pretty steadily. Shotgun formation again for Simmons, the quarterback for the Rockets, who takes the snap and goes immediately to the near side of the field and tries to cut up to about the 22-yard line. That's going to be just short of a first down, 3rd down and 2.
They're running to the outside. They're running to the outside. The Coyotes are not containing. They're not shooting up and trying to keep them from going to the outside, and they're having success.
Yeah, and actually they gave them a good spot there, and actually they got up to about the 22-yard line. First down and 10 here for the Rockets. So 2 yards away from the red zone, 2 yards away from scoring distance. They're marching here. 9:14 left to go in the second quarter in the first half. Shotgun formation again. Bunch formation to the far side of the field. Snap is off. Handoff again to the running back, who finds another kind of like small lane to run through for about a 5-yard gain.
He's a load, and if he finds just a little crack, he can just blow it open and get some good yardage.
Yep, and give him a little, he takes a lot. Ball is at the 15-yard line, 2nd down and 3. 8:49 ticking away in the first half. 0-0, no one has scored yet, but here come the Rockets at the 15-yard line. Scoring position indeed. Let's see if the Coyotes do a bend but don't break situation. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Snap is away. Simmons takes the ball right up the middle and gets to about the 10-yard line, 11-yard line. Nonetheless, it's a first down again for the Rockets.
It was a design dive for the quarterback. He just took the ball. The running back went in the hole first, and then he just followed him and got enough yards for the first down.
All right, 8:27 in the half. If the Rockets score here, the Coyotes will have the ball with a lot of time. So hopefully they can sustain a drive and get this defense some rest, because this has been a pretty sustained drive, one of the more longer sustained drive for the Rockets. 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field, 1 running back in the backfield with Simmons, who is in shotgun formation. Handoff again to that running back. Another dive to the left side, probably maybe like a 35-yard dive, but again, gets about 5 yards in a cloud of dust.
You know, they're going to keep doing that until we can stop them.
And they haven't yet. 2nd down and 5 coming up at the 6-yard line, actually, the 6-yard line. 7:51 ticking away in the first half. 2nd down and 10. 3 wide receivers fanning out of the huddle for the Rockets to the far side of the field. Snap is away again. Handoff to number 10, who finds the corner of the far side of the field and gets close to the end zone. Tackled at the end zone. No signal yet. Referees are running up to the pile there that's formed on the far side of the field, close to the end zone, and it is it's a first down. So first down, ball is at the 1-yard line. So first and goal here for the Rockets. Do I smell a goal line stand?
Goal line stand.
I knew that's what
it's going to have to be. And it's going to have to, those linebackers are going to have to come in and fill those holes, because that number 10 is a load.
All right, well, let's see what they do here. I formation, goal line formation, if you will. Quarterback sneak, Simmons takes it across, and it looks like he does get the touchdown. So the first points are scored here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium, and it's the opponent of the Coyotes. Unfortunately, the Kennedy Rockets up 6-0 right now.
It was a quarterback sneak with a little help from the running back that was right behind him. He just grabbed his seat and pushed him through.
Shades of Reggie Bush at USC pushing Matt Leinart over the goal line. It is legal, and it is a touchdown for the Rockets. 6-0. The field goal team is out to tack on the extra point. Let's see if they do. 7:13 left to go in the half. So let's see if the Coyotes can respond here after this extra point attempt. Kick is away. Kick is through the uprights, and kick is good. 7-0 here in San Antonio, Texas at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. Kennedy up over the Coyotes. 7:13 left to go in the half. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde, provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. We're here live in San Antonio, Texas at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. The Coyotes are taking on the Kennedy Rockets here in their second district game of the season. They're down 7-0 here with 7:13 left to go in the first half. The Kennedy Rockets just scored on a quarterback sneak by their starting quarterback, Joseph Simmons here. So let's see if the Coyotes can answer here, Pops.
They are going to answer.
Ooh,
what the answer is...
Okay.
It remains to be seen, but they are going to answer. And
I like that.
We had bad field position to start with the last possession. Let's see if we can get some good field position so we can go down the field, sustain a drive, give our defense some rest.
All right, well, the Coyotes offense is going to have their chance to sustain a drive after this ensuing kickoff after the Kennedy touchdown here. It is a squib kick, actually, kicked over to number 10, Damian Rivera, who reverses field, goes to the other side of the field, finds a lot of running room. Let's see if he can cut up field and miss his blocker, and actually gets across about the 42-yard line. There's a little chippiness there by the tackler there, who initially Rivera evaded. So a good return by Rivera at the 42-yard line.
It's a good return. We've got good field position. Let's get that offense going.
All right.
It's just a matter of keeping the drive going, not making any errors. Especially the linemen need to make sure they stay on their blocks. That's what happened last time. They didn't stay on their blocks, and we had negative plays.
7:04 left in the half. Coyotes at the line of scrimmage, 1st down and 10 at the 42-yard line after the brilliant piece of running on the kickoff by Damian Rivera. Actually, shotgun formation, one running back in the backfield, and it's a wildcat formation. Number 20, Abraham Ale. I see what they were doing there, but it's a loss of 5 after that wildcat formation blew up in the backfield.
It was, number 20, he's a good, big, strong running back, but he doesn't have the speed to get outside. I have to say it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He does not have the speed to get outside.
Yeah, and again, with the Nacho Libre gifts on the screen here at the stadium, I couldn't hear it, but he said, "Hey, take it easy." The notable line from that legendary movie. So 2nd down and 13 for the Coyotes here after that loss of 3 and that wildcat running play by Abraham Ale. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 running back in the backfield with Brody Carnes, who is back in the game. Shotgun snap is away. Brody Carnes throws over the middle to a wide open wide receiver, cuts up the 30 to about the 25-yard line, crosses the 20, the 10, the 5, and gets about the 3-yard line. Number 10, Damian Rivera, almost for pay dirt for the Coyotes, but oh my gosh, what a brilliant throw by Brody Carnes.
It was a great throw, and Damian he weaved. He worked his blockers so that they could help him go downfield.
Yeah, oh my goodness, what a great route by Damian Rivera and a beautiful strike from Brody Carnes, who led him all the way. So that puts the Coyotes automatically in striking distance at about the 3-4-yard line. 1st down and goal, 5:56 left to go in the half. Shotgun formation, snap is away. Brody Carnes looking to his left, runs up the middle, flushes out of the pocket, and gets about maybe a 1-yard gain. So still a gain here. 2nd down and goal.
2nd down and goal. He got hit pretty hard on the back.
He did. So he's walking a little bit gingerly off the field. It looks like Chris Rodriguez is going to come onto the field, and their goal line offense, actually, a lot of substitutions coming in.
Goal line offense. That's what we're going to call that. It's a goal line offense with Chris Rodriguez, and somebody's calling a timeout.
All right. So, and it looks like the timeout is by the Kennedy Rockets here. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. Coyotes in scoring position, down 7-0 with 5:25 left in the half. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, broadcasting live from Alamo City, Texas, right down Highway 90 from Uvalde, Texas. San Antonio, we're here in San Antonio, me and Pops are on the Coyote Pack broadcast at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. The Coyotes are down 7-0 to the Kennedy Rockets in their 2nd district game. They have a 2nd down and goal. Chris Rodriguez in the game at quarterback. Snap is away, and it's a little high. Chris Rodriguez gathers the ball and runs up and gets impressively a gain to about the 2-yard line. That could have gone gone very poorly for the Coyotes there.
It was that ball went up, and it was like a jump ball. He went and grabbed it, and then he just ran up the middle of the gut. He almost got out.
Yeah. We have some Edgewood ISD employees here, and they're of course fans of the Kennedy Rockets, and we're both on our toes right here. This is a very critical part of the game here to see if the Coyotes can tie it up. So the energy is palpable here in the press box. Chris Rodriguez remains in the game. 4:48 left to go in the half. 7-0. Rockets on top. Shotgun snap again. Chris Rodriguez up the middle. Burrows and booms his way, turning his legs across the goal line for a hard-fought touchdown, Coyotes.
Again, it was a little high, but it wasn't so high that he couldn't just grab it and just bull his way in.
Oh, yeah, baby. 7-6 right now. The extra point team is coming in. Brody Carnes is actually, they might be going for two. Brody Carnes is split out wide to the near side of the field. There is no field goal unit on the field. And actually, the offensive line is lined up to the far side of the field with number 36, Caden Smith, as the snapper by himself. What is going to happen here? All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Chris Rodriguez pointing, and it's an automatic snap to the up back. And did he get it?
Nope.
Did he get it?
No.
Oh, he didn't get it.
Nope.
My goodness. That was an automatic snap to number 28.
Timeout. There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. Good catch, Pops. Let's see what happens. ISD employees, let's see what happens here. All right.
Here we go. They're going to do...
False start. Okay. Yep. And that penalty might be declined.
It's going to be declined.
Well, actually, no. I guess they cannot decline it, so they're going to snap the ball again. Let's see if they shift gears here, and they are. The Coyotes are going to shift gears and try to go for one here. But that's a creative play. We'll break that down in just a second because it was very surprising even to us. We've never seen that before. So number 15 in for the kick, DeVere Willis. Holder is Brody Carnes. Snap is away by Caden Smith. Kick is away, and that is right down the middle for a Coyotes extra point. 7-all here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. We're going to take a quick commercial break, unless, Pops, you have something to say.
None at all. Let's take a break.
All right, commercial break coming up. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're just tuning in, it's 7-all here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. The Coyotes scored a touchdown. They tried to go for two in a very unorthodox play. The ball was placed in the middle of the field. All the linemen lined up on the far side of the field. Brody Carnes on the far near side of the field. And the snap, there was a direct snap to an up back on that far side of the field. Tried to churn up the middle of that line for a 2-point conversion. Failed. Oh, and actually there was a fake onside kick while I was talking. So we'll get to that in a second. The kick is fielded at about the 30-yard line. The Rockets are getting a lot of room, and oh my gosh, a brutal tackle at about the 37-yard line. If not for that tackle, that could have gone all the way. Last line of defense there.
Number 30 made the tackle, and he was the last man on the line.
Yeah.
He was.
Oh, yeah, and that's number 30 for the Coyotes there. Daniel Chapa, who saved the day. Could have been 6 immediately for the Rockets there. Anyways, yeah, unorthodox second 2-point conversion failed. Coyotes had a false start, so they kicked the field goal to tack on the extra point. All tied up at 7. 4:31 left to go in the first half. First down and 10. Apologies for the Rockets here. Ball is at the 38-yard line. Y'all would like that if it was first down and goal here. These Edgewood ISD employees. All right, shotgun snap here. A handoff is to the running back, who finds a lot of running room on the near hand side to about the 45-yard line. 7-yard gain, 2nd down and 3 for the Rockets.
They are crashing the sides of the defensive line, and we need to spread out a little bit more. We have not figured out their sweeps. We need to stop them. We need to contain on the outside.
All right, so Kennedy has 2 timeouts left, as does Uvalde, but Kennedy has 2 timeouts, 4:05 left to go in the first half. So they can kind of milk this clock a little bit and try to get the last score before the half. If they do, they get, actually no, the Coyotes get the ball back after the half, but they're trying to get some points and get some momentum before the half. Snap is away, handoff to the running back, who finds a lot of room, and he is gone unless someone can catch him at the end, and that is a touchdown for the Kennedy Rockets. A long touchdown run by the Rockets there by number 14, Daniel Torres.
It was a long one, and there was just a crease. It was not a big one. It was number 4.
Number 4.
Yes.
Yeah, number 4, Randy Contreras, and number 4 for the Rockets. Man.
There was nobody in the back in the defensive backfield to stop him. He just, as soon as he popped the line, he was gone.
Yep, and that is absolutely the last thing you want to have as an answer after that brilliant drive by the Coyotes in the possession beforehand. There is a really weird handle on the ball, and there's a scrum happening in the end zone, and that is a 2-point conversion.
Kick.
What the heck happened there?
No, it was a kick.
Yeah, so the snap was away for the field goal. The holder tossed the ball up in the air, didn't even hold the ball, and then the kicker absolutely punted that thing right into his offensive line. The ball trickles into the end zone and is recovered by the Rockets for a 2-point conversion. I don't think this is going to hold.
Yep, it is.
Wow.
It is gonna hold.
After a referee huddle, they do call that a 2-point conversion. That looked designed.
Was it designed?
I mean, the holder didn't even hold the ball. He just kind of flipped it up in the air, unless it was a bad snap and he just didn't know what to do with it.
It was a bad snap.
Yeah.
It was a bad snap.
My gosh, I didn't think that you could get the ball after a kick.
I guess you can.
15-7 now. After that 2-point conversion.
That was weird.
What is going on?
Yes.
I mean, I'm having trouble describing what's happening on the field. Hopefully I'm doing it adequately, but that was just absolutely weird. So that is a 2-point conversion on another bizarre play after a touchdown, this time for the Kennedy Rockets, 15-7. We're not going to go into commercial break because we had to break that down.
Yes.
We had to break that down. So, man. All right, well, now the Coyotes have 3:43 left to go in the half with 2 timeouts.
Plenty of time. Let's see if we get another good run back so that we can have good field position and get some points before the end of the half.
A bevy of electric plays here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. I don't even know if I'm going to have a voice after this game. I mean, maybe even after the third quarter pops. You might have to do it without me.
No.
Just absolute no. A complete rejection. This is football, but he absolutely rejected my shot. Ball is placed at the 40-yard line. Rockets are ready for the kickoff. Kickoff is away. Another squib kick to the far side of the field. It is picked up by Jaden Gonzalez of the Coyotes, actually number 29 of the Coyotes, Gabriel Loralde. He gets it up to about the 40-yard line, and there are some flags on the field.
It's going to be a face mask. It's going to be 15 yards. We're going to get it on the 45-yard line of the Rockets.
Nice. So automatically the Coyotes get the ball on into Rockets territory. Gabriel Loralde, number 29, they squib kicked it to him. He usually doesn't return. He's in the middle of that kickoff return team. Gathered the ball, great poise, and then gets the face mask.
Yes. So we are going to start at the 45-yard line, and it's going to be great field position. We've got 3:36, plenty of time to go down and get our touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, maybe we'll kick the ball and do something illegal and get the 2 points, right, guys? All right.
Yes.
I kid. Sportsmanship. Hashtag sportsmanship. We'll be nice. We're just kidding with you. A little banter here with the Edgewood ISD representatives. All right, first down and 10 at the 41-yard line of the 41-yard line of the Kennedy Rockets. Brody Carnes looking at the sideline, trying to get the play, looks at his quarterback band, trying to get every one of his receivers in a row here. 3:36 left to go. 2 timeouts the Coyotes have. So let's see if they can utilize the clock to the maximum ability. Hand off to the man in motion. That's Damian Rivera, who gets around the corner to about the 30 to the 35, steps out of bounds. First down, Coyotes. First State Bank. First down.
Cash in the money, baby.
Cash bank in the money, ladies and gentlemen.
100% chance.
100% chance. Chance
There you
Nixie,
go.
we love you, my man. Hopefully you're listening and you get that reference. All right, guys. So first down and 10 for the Coyotes. What'd you see there, Pops?
25-yard line, and I saw them not contained, just like we didn't, and it was a good misdirection play for number 10, and he was able to gain the outside and go down the field.
Jonathan Jimenez usually runs those jet sweeps on that with that man in motion, but Damian Rivera did just as good there. So the ball is placed at the 25, first down and 10, shotgun snap is away, jet sweep to Jonathan Jimenez, and is not as successful, actually the opposite. So now it is second down and 20.
And it was number 72.
Oh man, number 72. Yep.
He was in the backfield before anything. He is quick. He was quick off the line. He beat his lineman, and there was no way that play was going to develop.
Yeah, and if you're just joining us, Ethan Dranowski, 4-year starter for the Rockets here, and he is a load and a half. 109 tackles last season alone, on the same pace this season, and he just absolutely carved his way into that backfield for a loss of 10. Second down and 20 for the Coyotes. Brody Carnes snaps the ball, looking downfield, can't find a man, runs over to the near side, and then throws the ball and tiptoe catch, but it is out of bounds for the Coyotes there. Great effort there by that receiver. Looks like it was number 5, Devin Franklin there.
It looked like a pro catch, but he didn't have his feet down, so it was out of bounds.
Yep, third down and 20 for the Coyotes. The score is 15-7, advantage Rockets. Ball is at the 33-yard line in Rockets territory. So, third down and 20.
2-down territory. We need to just get some yardage and then try to get the first down.
All right, well, let's see if they can fulfill that prophecy from Pops. 3 wide receivers to the near side of the field, 1 on the far side, 1 running back, Abraham Ale with Carnes. Wide receiver screen to Jared Hernandez. Jukes a tackler, gets up to about the 27-yard line, gets a little bit of that yardage back, so it's 4th down and 11.
Like I said, it's 2-down territory. Let's see if we can get the first down.
All right.
And that's what we're going to do.
All right, and yep, there is no field goal unit or punt unit, no special teams unit whatsoever coming out onto the field. Jared Hernandez isolated to the near side of the field, 3 wide receivers to the far side. That's Devin Franklin, Damian Rivera, and what looks like Jonathan Jimenez. Abraham Alice still in as the running back. Brody Carnes as the quarterback. Fidel Sanchez readies himself for the snap, the center for the Uvalde Coyotes. Snap is away. Fake pass and handoff to Ale, who finds a lot of room. No one is around, and he cuts up to the sideline, finds the sideline, getting to the corner of the end zone, and touchdown. It is a touchdown, Coyotes!
Touchdown, baby.
All right, a delayed signal from the referee. Beautiful running. Absolutely,
no dirty laundry.
Absolute Houdini-like piece of running from Abraham Ale, and great play call from Wade Miller.
Yes, and it was 2-down territory, baby.
That was a gutsy call on a 4th down and 12.
Wow.
My gosh.
Wasn't it? Look, they're going to do it again.
All right, so so maybe I can describe this better because I'll be more prepared. All 5 linemen on the far side of the field, lined up to the far side of the field. Ball is at the center. Caden Smith is the long snapper. Brody Carnes is the wide receiver to the near side of the field. And there's a timeout by the Rockets because they weren't ready for it again. That's how bizarre this lineup is. 1:51 left to go in the half. 15-13. Coyotes looking to even up the score of the 2-point conversion. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. We're all zen here in the booth and the press box, but there's a lot of suspense happening here on the field. A swinging gate formation is what it's called. 5 linemen to the far side of the field. 1 up back, number 28, Aiden Barbosa, to that far side of the field behind that offensive line. The long snapper is Caden Smith, and now they're shifting to a regular formation. The linemen come back to the center of the field, and now, it's going to be an extra point formation, field goal formation, number 15 for the Coyotes, DeVere Willis, hoping to tack on the extra point to make it 15-14 advantage Rockets still. So snap is away, kick is away, and it splits the uprights, and it is 15-14 in favor of the Rockets, but the Coyotes are now back in the game. We're going to take a quick commercial break. 1:51 left to go in the half. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Friday Night Lights marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. Now that we're back from our commercial break, let's catch you up. The Coyotes are down to the Kennedy Rockets here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. Their second district game, 15-14 is the score. Advantage, Kennedy Rockets. The Coyotes scored a touchdown on a beautiful piece of running by Abraham Ale, and now they're going to fake the onside kick again, and it's going to be a regular kickoff handled by the Rockets at the 10-yard line. The return man finds nothing, no daylight, and is tackled at about the 21-yard line, but there is some dirty laundry on the field. Not sure what that's about, but it looks like it's going to be in the area of holding.
It's holding, and it's going to set him back from the 22nd. It's probably going to set him back to the 12 or 13-yard line.
All right, so bad field position here for the Kennedy Rockets after that Coyotes touchdown. And I have to say, it was a Coyotes touchdown, a run that was a fake pass, and Brody Carnes set it up really well. Hand off to Abraham Ale, who went down the middle of the field, cut it to the sideline, and absolutely turned on the nitrous oxide to the corner of the end zone for a Coyotes touchdown. 4th down and 12, guys. Gutsy call by Coach Wade Miller.
Very gutsy call. And you know what? Mr. Ale showed some speed there, but I think it takes him a little bit of to get that big old train going to pick up that speed. But once he picked up that speed, he was able to take it.
It is a locomotion train down the tracks. You don't want to be in front of it, ladies and gentlemen, and no one was. So that makes the score 15-14. Kennedy on top with 1:44 left to go in the half.
It reminded me of those trains on Hacienda Road. It was going fast.
You used to cross those tracks as a kid, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, like little Uvalde love, little Uvalde roots over here from Pops Ortiz.
All right, let's solve this puzzle. Let's solve these sweeps. We need to contain. We need to spread out a little bit more. Let's see if the Coyotes can solve this puzzle.
15-14 advantage. Kennedy Rockets 1st down and 10. Ball is at the 11-yard line. 1:44 left to go in the half. All right, the Kennedy Rockets are lined up, ready to go. Hand off to the running back. Another dive up the middle and another successful dive for about 6-7 yards there. The running back was number 4 again, Randy Contreras, who had an amazing long touchdown run about 50 yards to get the game to 15-7 at one point.
It was they were trying to sweep it, but it was contained, and he was able to turn it upfield inside of the containment. We didn't have anybody scraping and filling in the hole.
So good vision by number 4, Randy Contreras. 2nd down and about 4 for the Rockets here. Ball is at the 16-yard line. Snap is away. Simmons, the quarterback, gets around the corner and gets up to about the 25-yard line, where he's met by a wall of Coyotes. More specifically, number 6, Elijah Carroll, the safety. Great stop there, but it is a 1st down and 10 for the Rockets.
1 minute to go. If they're going to run the ball, they're hoping for somebody to pop it like they did the last time. Let's keep the containment and keep our holes filled so that we can stop them.
Like Pop said, 1 minute left to go. Clock is ticking now. 54 seconds left to go in the half. 15-14 Kennedy on top of the Coyotes. 1st down and 10 at about the 21-yard line. The Rockets fan out from their huddle. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. 2 running backs in with Simmons, the quarterback. Man in motion, and it's going to be a false start. Too many men in motion, in my opinion.
There was 2. The number 10 and number 4 were both moving. The big running back, number 10, Barbosa?
Number 10, Alfredo Romero.
And number 4.
That is Randy Contreras.
Those 2 were moving at the same time. You cannot have that.
Yeah, 39 seconds left to go. Doesn't look like they're going to muster anything up, barring a miracle here. So 1st down and 15 for the Rockets. 39 seconds left to go in the half. They're up 15-14 over Uvalde. They break from their huddle. Trips right for the Rockets. 1 running back in the backfield. Shotgun formation again. Handoff to that running back. That is number 10, who cuts up over to the far sideline. Does a nice stiff arm and gets across about the 40-yard line. There was a stiff arm, and then he lowered his shoulder and ran over a Coyote again. Luckily stopped by number 44, eventually, of the Coyotes, John Elizondo. But again, another 1st down at the 40-yard line.
They had him down, but he landed on top of the defender, and he was able to roll on top of him and not hit the ground, so he was able to keep running.
Yeah, good balance, good stiff arm by number 10. That is Alfredo Romero again. First down and 10 at the 39-yard line. 22 seconds left. They have stopped the clock. Not sure if there was a timeout. Haven't seen anything click off yet, but I think they stopped the clock for the chains to move. So look for the clock to start again. 22 seconds left. 15-14 advantage Rockets. The clock hasn't moved any inch whatsoever. First down and 10. Snap is away. Simmons fakes going to the far side of the field, cuts up to the far side again to about the 48-yard line. He was going to the far side, then cut up before he could turn the corner. So good piece of running there. Another first down for the Rockets.
We need to wrap. They hit him 5 or 6 yards behind where he fell, but they did not wrap their arms.
So I do know that if they run out of bounds, I am football literate. If they run out of bounds, they do stop the clock. I just didn't think he ran out of bounds. I guess it was too over to the far side of the field, so they did stop the clock. 13 seconds left to go in the half. First down and 10 for the Rockets at the 48-yard line of the Coyotes. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast. There was a timeout on the field. We'll be right back.
Texas Farm Store backs the pack. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years at 236 East Nepal. Stop by for everything you need. Feed, seed, lawn and garden, animal health, custom mixing and grinding, tack, herbicides, pesticides, and even wild game feeders. At Texas Farm Store, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you with all your needs. Delivery is available. Please call for more information, 830-278-3713, and find Texas Farm Store online at txfarmstore.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. We're starting to get hungry, and they're not giving us any chicken, so it's one point of contention here. But no, it's first down and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rockets have the ball. 13 seconds left. Rockets are up 15-14 here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. The second district game for the Uvalde Coyotes. Under center is Simmons for the Rockets. Fake handoff, steps up the pocket, and throws to the other side of the field to number 4, Contreras, who cuts up to about the 40-yard line, and it could have been a lot more, but great saving tackle by Patrick Mejia there. It's going to be second down and 2.
And the time runs out.
Time runs out. That is the end of the first half, ladies and gentlemen. Kennedy Rockets up on top of the Uvalde Coyotes, 15-14. We're going to take a quick commercial break before we get to the Medina Electric Cooperative halftime show. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
The most Texas country and red dirt, plus the best of Nashville from 90s to now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, going out of style. I was thinking down the side and stay out of
Uvalde Radio.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams, invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde, provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The best mix of country plus community information for Uvalde, Texas.
Uvalde Radio.
It's time for the Medina Electric Halftime Show. Medina Electric Cooperative, built by this community over 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. Proud to be part of this community and to continue to serve beyond the power lines. And now your hosts, Simon and Al Ortiz, on your home for Coyotes football, UvaldeRadio.net.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. You're listening to the Medina Electric Cooperative halftime show here. You're just joining us here in beautiful San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City. We're at Edgewood Veterans Stadium for the Coyotes' second district game of the 2022 season. They're down 15-14 to the Kennedy Rockets, and we are, like I said, at halftime. A lot of bizarre stuff happening here towards the end of the half. The Coyotes, and I did get some clarification here from our friends in the press box, and a listener, Abraham Gonzalez, straight out of Uvalde, Texas. The Coyotes tried a couple of two-point conversions in the swinging gate formation. Correct. Officially what it's called. So 5 linemen to the far side of the field, off center, 1 snapper in the middle of the field. That was Caden Smith, the defensive end. And then Brody Carnes was all the way to the near side of the field on the opposite side of those 5 linemen.
I do have a question about that
formation. Absolutely. Oh, but first of all, thank you so much, Mr. Gonzalez, Mr. Abraham Gonzalez, for listening, number one, and for interacting with us. We love that. So thank you again. Pops, go ahead.
I am familiar with the swing gate formation, Al, but what I did not get is that there was the person snapping the ball, the center, and then there was 5 linemen on the line on the other opposite end of the field. So there can only be 6, correct? Yes, there were six. There were six. Okay, so and there was another one on this side, but I think there were about 7 people on the line of scrimmage. I think you can only have. Yeah, you can have 7. That's correct. That's correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and even if they had an extra person, it's we're here in the press box with our straight ahead line of sight is somewhat towards the middle of the field. So the angle that we're looking at, it maybe look like they might be on the line, but they might be off the line a little bit. So
I just did not see anybody move, so I didn't know if it was on that first try. I didn't see anybody move, so I didn't see the false start.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it was a false start or if it was illegal formation or why they were penalized at that first try. So, but be that as it may, it was a swing gate. So, and we didn't make it. So it's 15-14. It's unfortunate because they didn't even plan to have a 2-point conversion. It was a fumble, and they were able to recover it in the end zone.
Right.
So
You're talking about the Kennedy Rockets, right?
Correct.
Yeah. After their second touchdown, what had happened was the snap was away for the extra point in field goal formation for the Rockets, and the holder, it looked like it was a bad snap, so the holder kind of tossed the ball up in the air to see if the kicker can at least get some good contact on that ball. Instead of the ball going through the uprights, it went right into the backs of his offensive line. And then the ball trickled into the end zone. There was a scrum, much like you see in rugby, and then out of that scrum came a Rocket with the ball in his hand.
So it was a two-point conversion. Unfortunate, but Lady Luck was on the Rockets side.
Yeah, let's see if Lady Luck can switch sides here and be with the Uvalde Coyotes here in the second half. So those are our initial thoughts here. We're going to get to some scores in a second. After this commercial break, we are going to get the Uvalde Memorial Hospital injury report, as always with Ryan Teague. But before we do that, Ryan did say, Pops, while we were talking about, if we saw somebody move or not, Ryan is down on the field at field level. He did say that the ball in Caden Smith's hands moved a little bit, and so that's what caused the flag.
Yeah. I see. Okay, very good.
All right,
very
so
good.
that hey, Ryan is our eyes and ears on the field. So he's our de facto sideline reporter, right? So, anyways, guys, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Medina Electric Cooperative backs the pack. Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. We're here at halftime at Edgewood Veterans Stadium in San Antonio, Texas, right down Highway 90 from the honey capital of the world, Uvalde, Texas. The Coyotes are down 15-14 to the Kennedy Rockets here. We're watching the band for the Coyotes out there doing their stuff in their formation with their gorgeous gold flags here in this beautiful stadium, honestly. So we're going to switch over to the Uvalde Memorial Hospital injury report. With me, as always, physician's assistant Ryan Teague. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me again.
Yeah, of course, man. Of course. So we talked a little bit about last week, how we didn't have any injuries in that Bernie game in the first half. Honestly, we didn't have a lot of injuries in the second half.
It was great.
Same exact situation here for you. Am I right? I didn't see anything down there.
Well, unfortunately, we do have one player, our senior running back, Jaden Gonzalez, he's got a right shoulder injury. He's going to be down. Hopefully he'll be all right. We'll see how he comes the next week in training, but he'll be out this game.
Okay, so he's out for the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, so starting running back Jaden Gonzalez out for the game. If you remember, if you were listening to the first half, Abraham Ale, the second string running back, was in the game in shotgun formation with Brody Carnes, as they always are, lined up to Brody Carnes' right-hand side. Brody Carnes on a 4th down and 12 at about the 20, maybe about the 31-yard line, takes the snap, fakes the pass, and hands off a running back draw to Abraham Ale. Runs up the middle, finds a lot of running room, and then finds even more daylight over to the sideline for a long touchdown run that pulled the Coyotes closer for that current 15-14 score. So Abraham Ale was in there because of an injury.
Yeah, that kid's a stud, man. He looks good.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He does. He's a sophomore, right?
He is grade sophomore. Yep.
Wow.
He fought off a guy at the end zone to muscle his way in. It was a good play.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a very hard fought run to get to that pylon there. So, any other injuries that you can tell about? Any nicks and bruises or anything besides Jaden Gonzalez?
No, guys look good. They're running good. This again, as you said, it's a beautiful stadium. They got a nice turf for the Edgewood district here with Memorial and Kennedy sharing the school. It's great. I hope we can get something like this out in Uvalde at some point. It'd be
right?
Beautiful.
Well, I mean, the legendary Honey Bowl is legendary for a reason. Maybe some renovations.
Doesn't mean we can't get turf. You guys, I was listening to you talk about that odd 2-point conversion. Now,
right. Yeah.
I'm no rule expert, but when the kicker kicks the ball,
thank you. That's what we were saying up here.
He the ball hits the ground and dribbles into the line. It's my understanding that a Uvalde player has to try to advance the ball, not just that it hits one, but they have to try to advance it, and they cannot. Now, I don't know the rules, but they said they recovered that it hit one of our feet. Because I'm there listening to our coach was a little angry.
Yeah,
understandably so.
Exactly.
A little upset, and the referee's explanation was that it hit one of our players' feet, and therefore it became a live ball, and they landed on it in the end zone.
Yeah.
But what I saw is they picked it up at about the 2-yard line and just kind of all pushed each other and fell down. I don't know.
It was a rugby scrum.
This is not, we don't have replay. We don't have, maybe that was some sweet home cooking. I don't know. But it's 15-14. I think we're playing well. I think we can pull this one out, as my homerism comes in. I think I'm hopeful for the second half here.
Yeah, when that 2-point conversion happened, we did kind of question it a little bit because of that reason. So, and then the smell of barbacoa and Big Red kind of wafted and permeated throughout the press box here.
Yeah, we got
some home cooking.
A 2-point taco right there. It's for sure.
Yeah. Well, and that's the difference in the game. So it was kind of questionable, but that's what happens, and we got to move on. Nothing can be do about it now. So, what should we be looking for on this AstroTurf? It's a beautiful, beautiful day here in San Antonio. Weather is clear, 0% precipitation. Any tips that these players need to follow to kind of keep themselves healthy?
Just don't fall out of a hit. Keep hitting hard. Keep your head up. See what you hit. And they're fast, man. They got some fast. They got a good running back. They got fat. Their quarterback's small frame, but man, he's fast.
Yeah.
So I think that's what we got is just watching the quarterback runs. Their number 10 running back, man, he's solid. So I think just watching those runs, keeping outside contain, where we lost that on their second touchdown.
Yeah.
It wasn't there. I think that was their backup running back. Randy Contreras.
Yeah, Randy Contreras.
Hey, it was a good run.
Yeah, it was.
We lost outside contain.
Yeah, they have some pretty good, a set of running backs, too. Alfredo Romero, Randy Contreras, and then, of course, Daniel Torres gets the fullback handoff up the middle from time to time, and then he had a pretty substantial gain, about maybe a 12-yard gain on that fullback in the flats, that 336 bootleg pass there. So,
I think we can handle it. We do keep it in front of us, and we'll be okay.
All right, well, good deal. So other than that, all healthy on the Coyotes front.
Injury-wise, we're doing great.
Good deal.
I hope I have a boring second half.
We hope so too, for the sake of our students,
and
injury-wise,
yes.
right, and for the sake of the Kennedy Rockets student athletes as well. We hope we all get it out of this game healthy and ready for the next week. So, Ryan Teague, physician's assistant at Uvalde Memorial Hospital. Any final thoughts before we go back into commercial break?
Go Coyotes.
Go Coyotes, go Bills, go Cowboys.
Hey, go Bills, that's right. That's right.
All right, guys. Well, we'll be right back. Again, this was the Uvalde Memorial Hospital Injury Report. Uvalde Memorial Hospital, better health starts here. We'll be back. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Tune in to Chamber Picks, the long-awaited reboot to the program where Uvalde football fans get together to talk about football. Each week, the Chamber Picks panel of forecasters try to predict the winner of a select number of football games. Join host J. Allen Carnes every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Brought to you by Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center and LMG Productions. For more information, visit uvalde.org.
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde, provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. You're listening to the Medina Electric Cooperative Halftime Show. I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer. With me, as always, my color commentator, Simon Pops Ortiz, class of 76 from UHS, former Coyote left guard and number 67 himself. We're here live in San Antonio, Texas, and I can see the beautiful San Antonio downtown. I mean, I may be biased. It's the largest, closest metro area. It's just a beautiful downtown skyline here. Always loved it. If you're just joining us, the Coyotes are down 15-14 to the Kennedy Rockets. Couple of scoring plays here and there. I mean, actually, there was a couple of big plays and sustained drives that resulted in these 4 touchdowns here, and some big plays on the 2-point conversion too. We can all summarize that at our post-game show later on. But for right now, Kennedy 15, Uvalde 14. Speaking of scores, I'm going to turn over to some scores that are ongoing, most pressing in our district. So at halftime here, we have Somerset 14, Fredericksburg 3. So Somerset with a big lead there. Halftime, of course, for this game, we already said that. Halftime for Divine. Area scores now. Carrizo Springs 0, Divine 35. That's a blowout in the making over there in Carrizo Springs. Second quarter for Jordanton and Crystal City. Jordanton 21, Crystal City 0. Another blowout there in the second quarter heading into halftime. Sabinal is on a bye week, so we don't have the fellow Uvalde County football team score. And then, of course, yesterday, Bernie overcame San Antonio Memorial 35-0 on Thursday, October 13th. Those are your area and district scores here for you, those of you listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast. I'm going to turn it over now to Pops, who's going to talk a little bit about what the Coyotes need to do, not only in the second half, but how have the Coyotes measured up to your keys to the game that we talked about in the Texas Farm Store pregame show?
Well, on the mental part, Al, they haven't had very many penalties, and they haven't had any turnovers. What we have not done is played good, solid defense keeping the quarterback from running through the edge of the field. We have not contained. They need to solve the containment. A lot of these running backs have been able to do the sweeps and get out. Even that long touchdown that they had, it was a mini sweep that he was able to turn up before he got to the outside and take it all the way to the end zone. So the key for the rest of the game is our defense. Their passing is not there. They might surprise us once or twice in the second half, but it's going to be more run support by the linebackers and the cornerbacks to contain these running backs and the quarterback from getting outside and going down the field on the edge. So, we can stay with them. It's 15-14. We're getting the ball back first. The one of the biggest keys that I see is we need to go ahead and go downfield and score that first possession that we have in the second half. If we do that, we're on top, and then we can start applying pressure to their offense, stopping their running, and be able to get ahead. And our defense was getting tired towards the end, and you could tell by that because they started on the 15-yard line with a minute and 3 minutes.
The Rockets did?
Yes, their last possession, and they were able to take it down the field because our defense was getting tired. So our offense is going to have to take the load and have our defense stay on the sideline so that they can rest and get their energy up for the end of the game.
Yeah, and actually, the drive that Pops was referring to, they started deep. They started deep in their own territory because of a penalty on the kickoff after the Coyotes scored a touchdown, and they got all the way down into Coyotes territory, but luckily they ran out of time.
Yes, they did, and they didn't have any large or big plays. They did 5, 7, 8, 10 yards. So, and you could tell because there was a lot of missed tackles, a lot of broken tackles. The guys weren't really wrapping up, but it was, I venture to guess it was more fatigue than anything else.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, they sustained drives, and our defense definitely got tired. And Pops, you talked about how they don't really have many passing plays that they run, let's say, successfully, even mildly successfully, right?
Yes, I think in order for them to have a good passing attack, they need to get into the rhythm, and they don't throw enough for the quarterback to get in a rhythm and throw the ball accurately. So they're sticking to their run, they're having success to the run, and they're going to come back and try it again and see if they can score using their run. So the Coyotes are going to have to come out with some answers. But hopefully the first answer that they give is that we're going to take the first possession and march it down the field, get some points, get ahead, and put some pressure on their offense to respond.
And if you're just joining us, and if you weren't joining us at the beginning of the game, the Coyotes do get the ball back because the Rockets got the ball to begin the game. So, Pops, I need to give a shout out here to a player that really caught my eye. You talk about the passing play. The one passing play that they run effectively is that wide receiver screen when they are set up in that trips right formation. Right, the slot receiver steps back, the two other wide receivers go out and block. And, we saw it on film. They get some good chunks of yardage on that play. But Juvenal Esparza was not fooled on any of those. You can tell he's been watching some film.
Yes, he has. And it was good that he was able to contain that. And they've basically gone away from that because of the fact that we've solved that play, and they have to go to the running. They found some success in the running, so they're not going to get away from that until we can stop them.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right. Well, guys, that is Pops' breakdown and his keys to the game. The Coyotes are down again, 15-14. It's a close game. A lot of spectacular plays happening in this first half, including about a 30-yard run from Abraham Ale, who was in the game. A 30-yard touchdown run from Abraham Ale on a 4th down and 12, deep in Rockets territory, and he was in the game because starting running back Jaden Gonzalez, according to Ryan Teague, who is our physician's assistant from Uvalde Memorial Hospital, he is out for the game. That is the only significant injury that we're dealing with right now. So expect a little bit more of Abraham Ale. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in this half, in halftime until we start the second half. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit uvalderealty.com.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com. Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes! It's time for Coyotes football, presented by Texas Farm Store, Star Realty and Ranch, Keller Williams, Uvalde Memorial Hospital, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home, Skyway Entertainment, Texan Bank, Medina Electric Cooperative, Lantana Realty, Uvalco Supply, Power Sports and Equipment, Vulcan Materials Company, Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, and First State Bank of Uvalde. And now your hosts, play-by-play announcer Al Ortiz and color commentator Simon Ortiz. This is the Coyote Pack broadcast with Simon and Al Ortiz on your official home for Uvalde Coyotes football, UvaldeRadio.net.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, ladies and gentlemen of Uvalde, Texas, Tree City, USA, honey capital of the world. We're here in San Antonio, Texas at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. The Coyotes are down 15-14, and the second half is about to kick off. This is where the rubber meets the road and heroes are born. I know that's a little dramatic, but let's see our Coyotes turn into heroes tonight here in Alamo City. All right, guys, so again, 15-14, and it looks like the kickoff is ready to go. The Coyotes are going to be starting off with the ball in the first possession of this second half. Coyotes are going to be going from right to left. And there's three Coyotes in the backfield in the kickoff return formation. That's Joshua Verduzco, Jonathan Jimenez, and Damian Rivera, number 10. So let's see if one of those three Coyotes can return it back and get the team in good field position. Kickoff is away. Another squib kick. Number 28, Aiden Barbosa, recovers the ball. That squib kick only went about 10 yards. If Barbosa didn't get that was a fumble.
Well, the thing is that it was not a squib kick. He was trying to kick it off, but it stayed on the ground. He hit it too high up on the ball. So basically, that's why it came right to Barbosa, and it was good that he grabbed it so that we could get some good field position. Well, so we're at the 48-yard line.
Well, they've done squib kicks in this game, so they might have been doing that and just hit a player. I mean, that's what I saw. But I need to preserve my voice. I'm starting to lose a little bit here. So, two wide receivers on the far side of the field, two wide receivers to the near side. Coyotes opening possession of the second half at the ball. The ball is at the 48-yard line of the Coyotes. Augie Avila's in motion. Handoff is to Abraham Ale and is stuffed at the line of scrimmage, churning a little bit, trying to get anything he can, but it's going to be a loss of about half a yard. So, second down and 11 coming up.
Again, number 72. He ran to his side, and he was there to get the tackle.
Yep, 72. That's Ethan Dranowski. If you're just joining us, Ethan Dranowski is a 4-year starter for the Kennedy Rockets here, and he's wreaking havoc on that offensive line.
Yes, he is. Let's see if we can get something going here. We need to be able to get the first down. So we need a positive play right here.
So they don't give Abraham Ale forward motion here. So they stop the ball. It's a 2-yard loss. 2nd down and 12 at the 46-yard line of the Coyotes. Brody Carnes takes the snap, rolls over to the far side of the field, evades a tackler, and he's getting flushed out of the pocket to the far side of the field and throws the ball over to his receiver, tightly covered, a little underthrown, but, understandably so with the pressure.
He was flushed out of the pocket. He had to scramble to the right, and he threw on the run. He couldn't set his feet, so the ball was low for the wide receiver. So
15-14 Kennedy Rockets over the Uvalde Coyotes at the moment. 11:02 left to go in the third quarter. Infancy stages of this second half. 3rd down and 12. Big one for the Coyotes here because Pop said in his keys to the game, or keys to the second half actually, that they need to score on their opening possession to really set the tone the rest of the game. So let's see if they can get the first down here. Trips right for the Coyotes. Slot receivers Jonathan Jimenez, Jarrett Hernandez on the near side of the field. Handoff again to Ale, choosing to run is Coach Wade Miller to about a 2-yard gain to the 48-yard line, the original line of scrimmage. 4th down and 10.
They tried the same play. It was a 3rd and 12 this time instead of 4th and 12. So they tried that same play where they got the touchdown, but it didn't work this time.
All right, well, that brings out the punting unit for the Coyotes. Chris Rodriguez coming in. He has a magical foot, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if that magical foot can come through for the maroon and white here and pin the Rockets in their own territory. Number 31, as always for the Coyotes, Jonathan Flores is the up back in the backfield. Taylor Massey on the far side of the line, and the Gunners right now, I believe, I can't really see the numbers, but the snap is away, and it's another bad snap. Chris Rodriguez scoops up the ball and is trying with all his might to get the ball away, but doesn't, and gets tackled back at the 30-yard line. My goodness, what a bad snap that was for the Coyotes.
It was a bad snap, and he was just lucky to be able to get the ball and not have them scoop it up and take it in for a score.
Yeah, no, and it looked for a second he was going to be able to punt that ball away, but they just swirled around him after he scooped up that ball. Good recovery for Chris Rodriguez, just given the circumstances. But
we got to hold him now.
Yep, here we go. So 29-yard line is where the ball is. That is in Coyotes territory. This is how close the Rockets are to scoring position. So they're 9 yards away from the red zone. So the ball is snapped. Quarterback takes the ball for the Rockets up the middle to about the 25 to the 23, still churning his legs to the 23-yard line. That is Simmons, the quarterback for the Rockets, Joseph Simmons, 2nd and about 6-5 coming up for the Rockets.
A design run for the quarterback. He led, the running back led into the hole, and the quarterback followed him.
10:13 left to go in the third quarter. 2nd down and 4, so they gave him a couple of extra yards there. He was churning with all his might, so he crossed over to about the 24-yard line. Another under snap formation, handoff to the running back. That's number 4, I believe. Randy Contreras gets the first down, according to the referee on the far side of the field. So 1st down and 10 coming up at, no, my apologies. He stopped him short, so that is going to be 3rd down and inches for the Rockets.
It's going to be a 2-down territory for the Rockets. They're just going to try to muscle it in.
Yep. So let's see if they. I'd be very surprised if they didn't do I formation here and a fullback handoff to number 14 for the Rockets, Daniel Torres. So it is going to be I form. Actually, no, never mind. They were in I formation initially. Now they're in a T formation here. Shotgun snap. Snap is away, and then it's a bobble. Actually, the snap was too high. Rolls over to the 40. Simmons trying to get the ball. A scrum for the ball, and it looks like the Coyotes have it. The Coyotes have it. That is a turnover, baby, at the 45-yard line. High snap, and Simmons is livid. He is livid, but it doesn't matter. Coyotes ball at the 44-yard line.
It was a bad snap, another bad snap. It was way high, and he couldn't. He tried to scoop it up and run with it, and he just couldn't. So so it squibbed away from him, and we were able to recover it.
Yeah, so that is big, ladies and gentlemen, because of the high snap that Chris Rodriguez endured when he was trying to punt the ball away. The Rockets ended up with the ball at the 30-yard line, 29-yard line in scoring position. Then a high snap over to Simmons for the Rockets, and that was a turnover on downs because he could not recover. Great recovery by the Coyotes. Ball is at the 44-yard line. 1st down and 10. 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. Taylor Massey in at the H-back, in motion. And it's a handoff to Abraham Ale, who gets he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. 2nd down and 10.
Misdirection now. we need to do some misdirection and maybe an RPO so that we can get some passes out to the flats so that we can get some positive yards.
Second down and 10 for the Coyotes. 9:06 left to go in the third quarter. 15-14 advantage Kennedy Rockets here in San Antonio, Texas. And the ball is, again, at the 44-yard line. And Brody Carnes is looking over to the sideline to his coaches, seeing what they are going to cook up here. But at the moment, Devin Franklin is the isolated receiver to the near sideline here, closer to the press box. And Brody Carnes does get the play. So he is looking at his quarterback wristband, tries to get a pitch off, and it was an option play, decides not to pitch it, gets about maybe 2 yards, going to be a 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Coyotes.
We need to solve this puzzle. Their defense is teeing up and just filling the holes and coming in. They're not letting us develop our plays.
All right. Well, it is somewhat manageable 3rd down and 7. I mean, considering the last possession that they had, it was about a 3rd down and 12. So 3rd down and 7. We'll see what them. I'm being very nice to the Coyotes here because we are homers. 8:09 left to go in the third quarter. Ball is at the 47-yard line. Shotgun formation again. Snap is off. Fake handoff, and it's a jet sweep over to actually number 1, Jonathan Jimenez, who finds a lot of running room, gets to the sideline, and gets the first down to the 38-yard line of the Rockets in Rockets territory.
That was a beautiful. They had him behind the line, but they were not able to corral him, and he was able to get that big yardage.
I have to give you credit here, Pops, because that was a misdirection play.
That's correct.
I did not know who got the ball until Jimenez was streaking over to the near sideline, turning it up the field. So,
and number 72, unfortunately for the Rockets, is hurt.
Oh, gosh, that's their star player in the middle of the defensive line. And that is a First State Bank first down, by the way, at the 38-yard line of the Rockets here. Let's hope number 72, Dranowski, is okay. The snap is away for Brody Carnes. Brody Carnes takes one step back, throws a long rainbow to the far side of the end zone, just out of the fingertips of Jared Hernandez. That would have been 6, ladies and gentlemen.
That would have been 6. It just off his... he was held up about 10 yards down by the defender. I don't know if it was pass interference or not, but that little push right there kept them from getting to the ball.
Yeah, and it was. I mean, that would have been essentially by default kind of what you wanted them to do. Strike quickly, strike first in the second half. So let's see if they keep up that aggressiveness. 2nd down and 10, 38-yard line of the Rockets. Brody Carnes looking at his quarterback wristband, trying to find a play. Gets the snap, throws a wide receiver screen, and it looks like Jared Hernandez is going to get maybe to about the 46-yard line for maybe about a 3-yard gain. No, they mark him at the 47-yard line. So 3rd down and 9 coming up for the Coyotes.
It's the 37 of the Coyotes, so they've got 9 yards to go. 3rd down. It's 2-down territory. We need to get a positive yard play here so that we can keep going down the field.
All right. Aiden Barbosa is coming out, and Abraham Ale is coming in. Those are the substitutions being made at running back. So Ale is back in the game. Again, Jaden Gonzalez out with a shoulder injury, according to the Uvalde Memorial Hospital injury report. Bunch right formation for the Coyotes. 1 wide receiver to the near side of the field. That's Devin Franklin. Actually, it's a flea flicker to Carnes. Carnes can't find anybody. Flushed out of the pocket. Needs to throw it away. Does not get rid of the ball, and it looks like Carnes is shaken up over the far sideline. He was taken down in horse collar fashion. He gets up limping. We hope he's okay. Carnes is shaking it off. He is one tough quarterback right now, Pops.
Yes, he is, and he's limping back into the huddle.
Yeah, he's limping back into the huddle. He's actually, no, he wants to get back, but the coaches are beckoning him back to the sideline. So Chris Rodriguez comes back into the field. It was a nice creative play, flea flicker, and he just could not find anybody, and then he tried to make a run for it, and that's when they got that horse collar tackle on him, and oh man, must have messed up his ankle a little bit.
Yes, it did. So it's 4th down. We're gonna go ahead and punt.
All right. So Chris Rodriguez in at punter again. Last time he received a snap, it was a little high. Hopefully they perfected that on the sideline. It is a good snap, and it's a fake punt, throwing it to a wide open Elijah Carroll, but he couldn't corral the ball. That is turnover on downs. Another gutsy call by Coach Miller just did not pan out.
Wow. Speechless here, speechless. It sets them up on the 44-yard line. Let's see if our defense can stop them here.
Gosh, that was a really good. I mean, Elijah Carroll was wide open. The ball was just a little bit off target.
Just a little bit. And, Elijah is a defensive back, so he's not used to catching the ball that much. So, since it was a little bit off center, he couldn't catch it.
All is not lost here. The ball is placed at the 46-yard line, so first down and 10 for the Rockets. I formation, hand off to the running back, that's Contreras, who cuts up to about the 47-yard line, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see who that is against. One flag near the line of scrimmage, one flag in the defensive secondary.
Wow, there's two of them. And that was one way out there. So let's see if it's a holding.
Yeah, and maybe one penalty, but it could be two, and maybe they're offsetting. Maybe one's a holding, and then one's a defensive holding, because it was in the secondary.
It was the same. They both were throwing the flag for the same infraction, and it's against the Rockets.
Yep, and it's going to be a holding. Yep. All right, apologies for the pregnant pause there. The only reason is we're trying to listen to the referees. They are on microphones, but I don't think you can hear it on the broadcast. So it was a holding penalty, 10 yards. Ball is placed at the 39-yard line, first down and 15 coming up for the Kennedy Rockets. All right, they break the huddle, fan out into formation. That's going to be a trips right for them. One running back in the backfield. That looks like, again, number 4, Randy Contreras. Simmons takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Actually, there was a botched handoff. It looked like, and it's a flea flicker. It does not look like it's going anywhere. In fact, it's going to be a loss of about 1 yard line, according to the referee. That should have been a loss of more. Wow.
They called his progress.
Forward progress.
On number 10.
They did not do the same courtesy to us last possession.
No. They called him a stop of a forward progress, but the young man, that was not a design play.
No, not at all.
He thought, man, I'm going to get tackled. I'm going to go pitch it back to the quarterback.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was dangerous.
Well, Simmons tried to take the ball away from Alfredo Romero, and it looked like it was going to be an option. But Romero held onto the ball, so they kind of danced there in the middle fighting for the ball. And then Romero pitched it back. But anyways, be that as it may, play on the field, Simmons takes the snap and rolls over to the far side of the near side of the field, gets to about the 41-yard line he ran a long way for only about a gain of 2. Second down and 14 coming up for the Rockets.
It was a sprint out, it was a pass play with a sprint out, but he decided he was going to run with it, and we were able to corral him.
Yep. And Simmons, whenever he is flushed out, more often than not, 95 to 99% of the time, he's going to tuck it and run it. And that's exactly what he did here. All right, so formation is 2 wide receivers far side, 1 isolated, two wide receivers to the near side. Snap is away. Quarterback rolls out to the far side of the field, looking downfield, tucks it and runs it, just as he does. And he almost dropped the ball and actually scoops it up. Does drop the ball, scooped it up, and he gets stopped at the original line of scrimmage, 4th down and 10. Good stop for the Coyotes there.
That's right. It's going to be a punt situation.
All right, 4:57 left to go in the third quarter. If you're just joining us, we're here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium. 15-14 advantage Rockets. 4th down and 9 for the Rockets. So the Coyotes are going to get the ball back. Devin Franklin and number 10, Damian Rivera, back to return the punt. Let's see which one gets it. Whoever gets it, we're hoping for a nice return here. If not, a house call all the way to pay dirt. Let's see what happens. High snap. Punt is away. He had to get rid of that quickly. Juvenal Esparza catches the ball on that short punt, trying to get as much as he can, tries to cut back upfield, gets stopped at about the 18-yard line. A shallow 10-yard punt because of that high snap gets into the arms of a waiting Juvenal, who was salivating to get that ball. Nice return.
He could taste it. He could taste it, and he ran with it. I was afraid he was going to fumble there at the end, but because somebody was coming in from behind him.
Yeah.
But he was able to secure the ball when he went down.
The punt was away at about the 28-yard line, falls to the 50 because of the bad snap, which has been a running theme throughout the game. And Juvenal catches the ball, returns it about 22 yards back to the 28-yard line. So Coyotes in good field position in Rockets territory. First down and 10, 4:24 left in the third quarter. 15-14, Rockets on top. Brody Carnes looking at the defensive formation, takes the snap, looks over the middle of the field, throws it to the middle, just outside of his wide receiver, Jonathan Jimenez.
Jonathan was streaking down the middle of the field. The ball was just a little too high for him.
Yeah, and I mean, it might not have been a good angle because I think that defensive back kind of undercut it a little bit. So that's why the ball sailed a little bit too. So let's see if they run that play again, because he was wide open.
He was.
Yeah. So, all right. So 2 wide receivers far side, 2 wide receivers near side. 2nd down and 10, ball at the 28 of the Rockets. Coyotes in good field position. Abraham Ale in the game. Brody Carnes calmly takes the snap, steps back, same play, but again, just out of the reach of Jonathan Jimenez. He might have heard footsteps coming from that safety over the top.
You know, again, the angle was very, very, very difficult. He had to place it right on the money, but he couldn't. So it sailed high.
All right, 4:20 left to go in the third quarter. 15-14 for the Coyotes here. Let's see what actually 15-14 Kennedy over Kennedy on top, 15-14. 4:20 left to go in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the far side of the field. 3rd down and 10. Key to 3rd down and 10 here for Brody Carnes. Let's see what they can cook up here. No running back in the backfield. Actually, Ale is over as the slot receiver. Split out. Hand off to the man in motion. That's Damian Rivera. He's looking to pass, it looks like, but then gets gobbled up. And there's a flag, actually. It might be a face mask.
It's a face mask, Al.
Yeah, baby.
It's
oh
a
my
face mask.
goodness. My goodness.
1st and 10.
That was a gift, because he was getting swallowed up for a 4th down and 15.
Yes. I mean, that was a gift, a total gift.
Yeah, let's see if that's the actual call. So we might be celebrating a little prematurely. Let's hear what the official has to say. It's going to be a pregnant pause because we need to listen. Okay, it is a face mask on the defense when they tackled Damian Rivera. It was a jet sweep, had nothing doing. Tackled for a 5-yard loss. Would have brought up a 4th and 15, but they brought him down by the face mask. Can't do that.
It was a jet sweep pass.
Yeah, right. That's right. I remember in the call. That was amazing.
Yes.
A lot of trickery. Wade Miller reaching into his bag tonight, and I'm liking it.
So it's we're on the 13-yard line.
All right, 4:09 left to go in the third quarter. 15-14, advantage Kennedy Rockets. And Brody Carnes barking out some orders over to his wide receivers, trips right. That's where he's barking the orders to. 1 wide receiver, Devin Franklin on the far near side of the field. Handoff to Ale, who finds an open space and gets to about the 4-yard line. I'm sorry.
Great
4-yard line. Great run.
Great run. It was a delay draw, and we caught them off guard. They were rushing the passer.
All right, hurry up offense here. 2nd down and 2 here. They can get a 1st down without scoring, so let's see if they do that. Trips right again. And actually, they call the play dead, and it's going to be a false start on the Coyotes, it looks like. Don't see a flag on the field, but 2 referees are conversing at about the 12-yard line. Let's see the call here.
The Kennedy coaches are going that it's against Uvalde, so I think it is.
Okay. Well, let's see what he says here. Yep. Indeed, a false start against the Coyotes here. So the ball was placed at the 4-yard line now. So what brings up what was a 2nd down and about 2 is going to be a 2nd down and 8. So we'll see what they can cook up here. 3:37 left to go in the third quarter. Again, scores Kennedy 15, Uvalde 14.
It is going to be a pass to the flat.
All right, Pop's calling it Tony Romo style. Taylor Massey in motion as the up back. Snap is away. Pitch is out to Ale, who has every blocker in front of him and can find the end zone if he wants it. Gets down to about the 2-yard line. It is a 1st down, it looks like. Hopefully they give it to him. If they do, that's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Coyotes and a 1st down and goal. And they do. Chains go down.
What
first
kind
down
of
and
first down is it?
First State Bank 1st down,
yes,
ladies
sir,
and
baby.
gentlemen.
Yes. Cash in the money.
Cash in the money, baby. Let's see if the Coyotes can find the money here.
It's going to be pure gold.
I like it. 3rd down and 13. I'm sorry, 3:13 left to go in the third quarter. And it's 1st down and goal at the 2-yard line. 15-14 Kennedy right now in the Coyotes' 2nd district game of the 2022 season. I formation. Snap is under center. And it looked like it was going to be a quarterback sneak, but it's going to be an offsides on the Coyotes.
No, it's an offsides on
sorry,
Kennedy.
false. I've had my false start on the Coyotes.
No, it's an offsides on Kennedy.
All right, let's see what happens. I'm a pessimist. I'm a pessimist. Maybe he was drawn off. Let's see. Good juju. Offsides. Good job, Pops.
I saw the young man come and hit the center.
But sometimes they can call that he drew him off. So, let us put that aside for the drive home. 15-14. 15-14. Kennedy on top of the Coyotes here. The same formation. Let's see if it's a quarterback sneak. It is a quarterback sneak. A rugby-like scrum at the goal line. No signal yet. Referee's coming up to the pile here. And we all are waiting in anticipation. Both teams are signaling that one team signaling it's not a touchdown. One team signaling it is. What a surprise there. And they call it second down and goal for the Coyotes. No touchdown here.
Did they switch the ball from a football to a rugby ball? Or what?
I know. There's a big push by both teams there. Looks like we're in Australia here for a second instead of Texas watching rugby. But be that as it may, it's guys, I cannot stress this enough. It is literally at the 1-inch line. Second down and goal. 2:23 left to go. If the Coyotes score here, they go on top. It's 15-14, Kennedy Rockets. Let's see if they go with the same formation. They do indeed. All right, and it's a Wildcat formation, actually. And actually, a Wildcat formation. Snap is to Abraham Ale. Initially hit and stuffed at the line, but finds the end zone. Touchdown, Coyotes!
Touchdown, Coyotes. They hit him hard, but they didn't wrap him, so he was able, he bounced back up, and then he kept churning his feet and was able to cross the goal line.
Yeah, nice touchdown there by Abraham Ale. Wildcat formation, goes over to the far side of the field to the right side of the line, gets met, and keeps those legs churning. Love it.
Got to make this the extra point.
All right, let's see. It's 20-15 right now as it stands, but the field goal team is coming out. Brody Carnes is going to be the holder once again, and it looks like they might have a new kicker out there. Actually, no, they're going for two. Brody Carnes in shotgun formation, 3 wide receivers to the far side of the field. 3 seconds left on the play clock. They need to snap it. They do, and it's a fade to the end zone. Wide open, Juvenal Esparza, and that is a conversion, ladies and gentlemen. That actually, Devin Franklin, number 5, caught the ball. 2 points, 22-15. Advantage Coyotes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, it is. We are up by 7. We need to keep that pressure on them. We need to kick off, a nice kickoff, get them inside their own 20, and keep the pressure on their offense.
That must feel really good, and that has to give the defense a little bit of mustard. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Texas Farm Store backs the pack. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years at 236 East Nepal. Stop by for everything you need. Feed, seed, lawn and garden, animal health, custom mixing and grinding, tack, herbicides, pesticides, and even wild game feeders. At Texas Farm Store, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you with all your needs. Delivery is available. Please call for more information, 830-278-3713. And find Texas Farm Store online at txfarmstore.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. The Coyotes are kicking off after scoring on an Abraham Ale 1-yard touchdown run. The ball fell off the tee here. They were going to kick it off. Don't know if they were going to go for an onside kick or kick it off again, but they've been faking the onside kick all game long. 22-15, Coyotes on top, 2:05 left to go in the third quarter. All right, take 2 here on the kickoff. And it's going to be Devin Franklin, number 10, and number 8, Chris Rodriguez on both sides of the ball. And Devere Willis kicks off a full kickoff over to the 10-yard line, gathered by the return man for the Rockets. He tries to find the sideline, but there's a lot of Coyotes in front of him, and he does get tackled at about the 25-yard line. Not too bad field position for the Coyotes defense to start off.
Not at all. Not at all. It's on the 25. It's like as if they had a touchback. So it's a good starting point. We just need to keep our edges. We need to keep them from going through the to the sidelines on their sweeps.
Yeah. If you're just joining us too, number 72. I'm sorry, Pops. You're pointing at something.
There's a injured Rocket.
My apologies. I did not see that. Okay, great. We're going to take a commercial break. We hope this young man is okay. Everybody send him some good thoughts. We're not sure who it is. Quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality, comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. Snap is away while we were gone, and it looks like Simmons is trying to find the edge, but then cuts it back inside, met by a wall of Coyotes, led by number... Can't see. There's so many Coyotes. They're trying to peel off. Number 33 of the Coyotes. That is good old Devin Brown there. So great tackling, great group tackling by the Coyotes there. Second down and 9.
He contained. The quarterback was trying to do a sweep, and he contained, and he brought him down.
Yep, number 33, Devin Brown, is the left defensive end there. And, I mean, Simmons was trying to cut to the left, couldn't find anything, cut inside. Devin Brown still made the tackle. Great overall play by that defensive player. Trips right for the Rockets here. Second down and 9. Ball is at the 31-yard line. Hand off to the running back across the sideline. Finds the edge this time and gets tackled at about the 28-yard line there. He does get the first down, but good tackle, though, by Justin Rendon to kind of stop him from getting more yards.
Number 33 was just a fraction of a second late in containing on that play. Again, we need to contain the outside.
1:07 left to go in the third quarter. 22-15. Coyotes on top. Hopefully they get their first district win here tonight in Alamo City, right down Highway 90 from Uvalde, Texas. One wide receiver on each side of the field. 2 running backs in the backfield in the shotgun formation for Simmons. Simmons hands the ball off. Running back cuts up the middle to about the 40-yard line. Another great run stop by the Coyotes, led by number 55 of the Coyotes there. A great run stop by Aaron Graves there.
It was a good stop. It was number 65.
55 and 65 were both on the play, so Aaron Graves and Malachi Lara were there.
It was a good stop. He only half a yard he got, so it's second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 39-yard line, so the Coyotes hoping to end the third quarter up on top. 22 seconds left to go. I formation, pitch to number 4, Contreras, and finds nothing again. 3 straight runs, 3 straight stuffs for the Coyotes right there. And beautiful, beautiful defense. Third down and 7 coming up.
It was 2 straight stops because of the first one they made the first down.
No, no. Yeah, okay. All right, sounds good. Well, come on, give us more color commentary then.
Well, on that one, it was a sweep, and we stopped it. Into the third quarter.
All right, we'll be back. We're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Lantana Realty salutes our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes and the legacy of our Coyotes and Lobos of years past. The wide variety of services that Lantana Realty's real estate professionals provide will prove valuable as they help you navigate financing twists and sales contract intricacies. Stop by Lantana Realty at 131 East Nopal or call 830-591-6658. Lantana Realty, Stephanie Sakinas Broker.
All right, welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. It was third down and 7. Okay, now it's third down and 8 for the Rockets here. Ball is placed at the 40-yard line. I did get a text from Ryan Teague, our physician's assistant from Uvalde Memorial Hospital, who provides us the injury update at halftime, the Medina Electric Cooperative halftime. He gave me an update that Caden Smith is out with concussion syndromes. That's number 36, the defensive end for the Uvalde Coyotes. We've been talking about contain. So indeed, Caden Smith is now on the field, so he's out for the game. Shotgun formation again for the Rockets, and it's going to be a quarterback draw by Simmons and gets nothing. Great tackle made by number 20. It looks like number 25 for the Coyotes there. I mean, great. Celebrate, Frank Salazar. Celebrate, sir, because that was a beautiful tackle on Simmons.
It was a delayed draw or a delayed sweep, actually, and we were able to get him before he could get going.
I mean, and when Simmons gets going, he gets going. That was the last line of defense. He had all the daylight in front of him, all the real estate. 4th down and 8, actually, so it was technically a loss of down. They are going to go for it on 4th down.
No, they're not.
Okay, never mind. I thought I saw Simmons out there as the quarterback, so there's going to be a punt over to Damian Rivera, calls a fair catch, and the Coyotes are going to start at their own 31-yard line. Great defensive effort on that possession. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast. We're going to take a quick commercial break, only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Medina Electric Cooperative backs the pack.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. After a brilliant defensive stand by the Coyotes there to stop every single running play that the Rockets threw at them in a variation of running plays, the punt was away at about the 42-yard line, and it was fair caught by Damian Rivera at the 31. So that's where the Coyotes are going to start. Timeout on the field again. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and that was a timeout by Kennedy. So you're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. First down and 10, ball is at the 31-yard line. Brody Carnes is scanning the defense here and is in pistol formation. 2 wide receivers to the near side of the field. Man in motion. Low snap. Brody Carnes has to fall on it. That is a 5-yard loss right there. Not a good start for this Coyotes offense.
I think it was a premature snap. Brody wasn't waiting for it, so it, was unfortunate. So it's now for 2nd and 15.
Yeah, 2nd and 15. 11:02 left to go in the fourth quarter, guys. This is it right here, the final frame. 22-15. This is going to go down to the wire unless the Coyotes can muster something here and make it a 2-score game. So let's see what Coach Wade Miller can do. He has been calling some trick plays. We saw a jet sweep pass. We saw a flea flicker. We saw a fake punt. Let's see what he has in store for this drive. Key drive for the Coyotes. 2nd down and 15. Brody Carnes takes the snap. Another low snap. Runs over to the near side of the field, flushed out of the pocket, tries to find, throws over the crosses across his body to a tightly covered Devin Franklin. Almost an interception there.
Almost. At the same time that the ball got there, the defender got there, and it bounced off.
Yeah, so 3rd down and 15. 10:30 left to go. 15-22, Uvalde on top. Here in San Antonio, Texas, you're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast, by the way, and I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer. With me, as always, Simon Pops Ortiz, your color commentator, former Coyote left guard, class of 76. The Coyotes break out of the huddle, fan out in formation. Number 0, Jared Hernandez, the lone wide receiver to the near side of the field. 1 middle linebacker in the backfield. Actually, fake handoff, and Chris Rodriguez was in the game. Fake handoff and curls around, actually, to about the 40-yard line. Everyone thought the running back had it. And Chris Rodriguez over to the far side, getting some yardage.
That's right. It was a direct snap to Chris, and he just took off going... and it looks like they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it. So, guys, it is 4th down and 3. Ball is at the 38-yard line. 4th down and 3. The Coyotes are in their own territory. This is the 38-yard line in their own territory, up 22-15. Coach Wade Miller wants to end this quickly, it seems, because they're going for it here. 2 wide receivers, far side, twins left for the Coyotes. And it's going to be an offsides. There's the flag, unless they were drawn off.
Nope.
Let's see what happens here. Referees come up. Coyotes are clapping. It's inevitable. It's going to be an offsides, and that is going to be an automatic First State Bank first down.
Cash in the money.
Cash in the money, baby. Cash in the money. So let's see where they place the ball. It's going to be maybe right about the 43-yard line. So that's where the Coyotes are going to start here, inching closer to Rockets territory.
I have a nutsy idea.
What's that?
It's 100% chance cash in the money.
Okay, so you're still going on the chance. Okay, I thought okay, so you
never mind. Okay, first and 10, baby.
He's listening.
First and 10.
He's listening, so he's gonna like that very much. So, all right, so Coyotes are in their huddle. 1st down and 10. Fresh set of downs, as fresh as that beautiful new oasis in Frio and Sabinal River in Uvalde County. 1st down and 10. Ball is at the 43-yard line. And it looks like Chris Rodriguez is still in at quarterback, so snap is away. Fake handoff to the running back. Rodriguez again tries to find the corner on the far sideline, gets the far corner, and gets up to about the 50-yard line for a beautiful 7-yard gain.
We're giving them some of their medicine. We're doing the sweeps. They're delayed sweeps, but we're doing the sweeps, and they're not containing them either.
More importantly, there's 8:50 left to go. So they're giving them a taste of their own medicine, and they're getting the clock down. Unfortunately, he did step out of bounds, so that stops the clock. 22-15, Coyotes on top. 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 50-yard line. 8:50 to go left in this game. It's going to go down the wire. Let's see if the Coyotes can actually get some points on the board, make it a two-score game. And that is a fumbled snap by Chris Rodriguez. Ball trickles out of Rodriguez's hands and recovered again by Abraham Ale with an alert play at the 40-yard line. However, that brings them back all the way to a 3rd down and 13. A lot of bad snaps.
Yes. Do we have a different? Did our center get injured?
Let's see. Number 50 for the Coyotes. No, so Aiden Cantu is the guard, and I can't see. So Fidel Sanchez should be the starter, number 75. Let's see who comes up to the center. That's a good point there, Pop. So let's see if that change in center, if it is apparent. No, Fidel Sanchez is still there. He's still there. So
number 75?
Number 75, yep, Fidel Sanchez. So 2 wide receivers, far side of the field. That is going to be a Twins left for the Coyotes. Snap is away. Pitch option. Chris Rodriguez keeps it, but gets a loss of yardage again. 3rd down and about 18 coming up. I'm sorry, 4th down and 18 coming up. Another punt for the Coyotes after looked like they were going to start driving into Rockets territory.
It's going to be a close game now. It is. It's good. The good thing about it is that we have kept the ball for quite a bit of time. It has given our defense some time to rest.
That's true.
So let's see if we can pin them back and get a defensive stat.
Yeah. So and the defense did have a good defensive series the last possession that the Rockets had. So let's see if they can duplicate that here. It seems like they've figured out the variation of run plays that the Rockets run. So. Yeah. 4th down and 15. 7:14 left to go in the game. 22-15. Advantage Uvalde Coyotes. Snap is away. Chris Rodriguez punts the ball over to about the 34-yard line. Ball bounces. Everyone steps back. Coyotes down the ball there at about the 34-35-yard line where the Rockets are going to start. We're going to take a quick commercial break as the offense and defense come out into the field. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. While we were away, the Rockets did take their first snap. Simmons tried to get up the field for it was a nice little misdirection play, if I saw that correctly. But the Coyotes stopped him again. Again, they're figuring them out.
Yes, number 42 had an excellent play. He was a linebacker, and he shot the gap and was able to corral the quarterback.
That's Landon Klein there on the play, so that brings up a 2nd down and 11 here. Clock is ticking, 6:28. Time is running out for the Rockets to muster up a comeback here. 22-15, Coyotes on top. Ball is at about the 34th-yard line. Oh, actually, 33-yard line because it was a loss. Fake handoff to the running back. Simmons tries to find the corner on the far side and darts up the field to about the 45 and is maybe tackled out of bounds, and that might be a flag. Let's see if I don't see any dirty laundry, so maybe so they avoided possibly a catastrophic situation there to get the ball up to the 50, so it's going to be a 3rd down and about 4.
3rd down and 4. He tried to pass it, couldn't pass it. He took it and ran with it.
All right, so that's what he pretty much does. I mean, if he gets out of the pocket and he's flushed out, he doesn't look down the field, and he just tucks it and runs it. And actually, you know what? They did call the flag. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. It's going to be unnecessary roughness, a late hit out of bounds, 15-yard penalty. Ball is now automatically in Coyotes territory at the 45-yard line. Mental mistakes.
Correct.
Just like you said.
It's the end of the game. We need to keep our focus.
6:09 left to go in the game. 22-15 Uvalde on top. 1st down and 10 for the Rockets. Ball is at the 45-yard line. One running back in the backfield. Snap is to the quarterback. Handoff to that running back. Doesn't get a lot of yardage. Gets about a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9.
Good stop by the defense. We're having good gap integrity. So, he didn't get but 1 yard.
Justin Rendon looked like he was in on the tackle for that. So, talking about gap discipline. So, that was great. 2nd down and 9. 5:48. Clock keeps going. Substitutions being made by the Rockets. Simmons trotting over to his huddle. I would think that maybe they would try to be just have a little bit more pep in their step. But let's see if they have a plan, and that's why they're cool, calm, and collected. Trips right for the Rockets. Shotgun formation. One running back in the backfield with Simmons. Man in motion to the near side. Handoff, fake handoff. Simmons takes the ball, cuts up the middle, tries to get some yardage, gets about maybe 3 yards on the play for a 3rd down and 7.
3rd down and 7, but they're in two down territory. They're going to try the 3rd down, and if they don't make it, they're going to go for the 4th down.
Clock is ticking, just like the old Chris Berman, one of my favorite sportscasters used to say, tick, 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 tick. 3rd down and 7, 5:05 left to go in the game. Coyotes up. They're only up by a score. But also, these teams have also converted a couple 2-point conversions, so they may go for the win here at home. We'll see what happens. All right, 3rd down and 7. Rockets are in their huddle, getting the play, fanning out to the line of scrimmage. 2 wide receivers actually on the far side of the field. They haven't gone under center for quite a bit, so they're sticking to this shotgun formation. Simmons takes the snap, 2-step drop, flushed out of the pocket, steps up a little bit, throws to no one in particular. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
4th down, and they're going to go for, nope. They're not. Wow. Okay.
All right. So they have faith in their defense against this Coyotes offense. Let's see if that faith pays off. But not a lot of time. 4:36 left to go. They only have 2 timeouts left. They do not have, when I say they, the Rockets only have 2 timeouts left with only 4 minutes left, a little over 4 minutes left to go. So let's see. And obviously the Coyotes ran a fake pass.
Let's see if they do a fake punt.
Yeah, I'm sorry, fake punt. That's what I meant. The Coyotes have run a fake punt, so let's see if they do that here. The ball is away. They do not do a fake punt. The ball lands and takes a generous bounce for the Rockets. Nope. The ball would have been down at the 1-yard line, but he rolls into the end zone. Actually, they do call him down at the 1-yard line. Because this isn't the NFL, he doesn't have to be touched to be called down. So the Rockets special teams gunner jumped on that ball at around the 1-yard line. Even though he tumbled into the end zone, that's where they're going to start. The Coyotes.
Play.
Beautiful hustle by that Rockets player. We're going to take a quick commercial break. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UValdyRadio.net.
Tune in to Chamber Picks, the long-awaited reboot to the program where Uvalde football fans get together to talk about football. Each week, the Chamber Picks panel of forecasters try to predict the winner of a select number of football games. Join host J. Allen Carnes every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Facebook Live. Brought to you by Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center and LMG Productions. For more information, visit uvalde.org.
These offenses start quickly, ladies and gentlemen, so 30-second breaks seem to be too long, but we have to get them in. While we're away, the Coyotes are pinned back on their 1-yard line. It was a snap to Chris Rodriguez, who was in at quarterback for Brody Carnes, fakes the handoff, runs over to the left side of the line, maybe about the 34 hole, the 35 hole, and gets about maybe 6 yards for a 2nd down and 5. Some breathing room for the Coyotes here.
Yes. I was very nervous because they were at the 1-yard line and they could have gotten a safety.
All right, so another Wildcat formation here. Abraham Ale is the running back in the backfield. Sends a man in motion. That's Justin Vendon who's on offense. Abraham Ale takes the snap, runs again up the 5-hole, and it gets maybe about almost a yard away from the 1st down. So 3rd down and 1 coming up.
And the clock keeps ticking.
3:25 left to go in the game. 22-15 here. Coyotes are up, so if they can keep the ball here and not give as much time to the Rockets, they could be looking pretty on that hour-and-a-half ride home back down Highway 90 to Tree City. So, key play here. Obstacle in the way. 3rd down and 1. 1 yard away from a fresh set of downs, from a first down. Let's cross our fingers here. Chris Rodriguez, again, in at quarterback, looking to get the direct snap, and it's going to be a false start on the Coyotes. Looks like the offensive tackle on the right-hand side jumped there.
Looks like it, but he's pointing at a defensive lineman, so let's see what they call.
All right, so the referees come up to the huddle there, and actually that's a good sign. Usually if it's a false start, they just do it automatically, but let's see what happens here. Here is the call. We're going to do a little bit of a pregnant pause so we can listen in. Offsides on the Rockets there. That's an automatic First State Bank first down. A big one. A big one.
First State Bank first down, baby.
Yeah, First State Bank, baby. So, 1st down and 10 at the 15-yard line. That is huge for the Coyotes because now they can run some more clock down. 2:55 left to go in the game. 4th quarter. 22-15 advantage maroon and white. Snap is actually not awake quite yet because Chris Rodriguez is scanning the defense. But one has to imagine he's going to snap the ball here. It looks like they're letting the play clock go smartly to let the game clock go down. 6 seconds left, and it looks like it's going to be another offsides on the Rockets. They are melting that play clock, hoping for a human error, and they're getting it.
And our linemen have to have discipline and not move.
Yeah. Actually, no, they're clapping. The Rockets players are clapping, so it's going to be a false start. So first down and 15, 2:36 left to go. Yeah, I mean, smartly, though, they were letting the play clock go.
Yes. But we just need to hold our stance until it's time to go.
You know it's coming. You know it's going to be a long time until you snap the ball.
As an old offensive lineman, I know.
Discipline. So that puts the ball at about the 11-yard line. 2:29. Clock is still ticking. Tick, 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 tick. 22-15. Coyotes on top. Huddle breaks. Let's see what kind of formation they run. Chris Rodriguez still in at quarterback. Brody Carnes on the sideline. They're just going to run it here. There is no other way about it. Chris Rodriguez takes the ball, cuts up the field, gets a little bit of that penalty yardage back to about maybe a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 11 coming up.
2nd and 11, and let's do it again. Let's just keep the ball going forward. And let the clock run down.
Is this what you expect? Just Chris Rodriguez over again until they can stop him?
We need to get about 6 or 7 yards, and then we'll be very close to that first down and see if they can get them to jump off again.
Officially, less than 2 minutes left to go in the game. If the Coyotes can hold steady, they'll win this one. They're up by a score, 22-15. Ball is at around the 16-yard line, 15-yard line. Chris Rodriguez not in the game this time. Abraham Ale in at the Wildcat formation, and number 14 again. It's a fumble snap. Ale has to pick up the ball, and it's going. And let's see if it's going to be a safety because that ball almost trickled into the end zone. Let's see if they down it at the 1-yard line. This could be a big decision here by the referees. The ball sailed over Abraham Ale's head, and they call it a safety. I don't know if I agree with that. The ball landed at the 1, and that's where Abraham Ale jumped on it, the 1-inch line. It was the same concept as when that punt happened for the Rockets, and the gunner on the punting for the Rockets downed the ball at the 1. He trickled into the end zone. They still called it at the 1.
Yep. Some home cooking.
Yep. So, yep. Let's see. Here comes the replay. Actually, so we're looking at a replay courtesy of our friends at the ISD. So the ball goes to the 1-yard line. Actually, run that back one more time. So the ball goes back to the 1-yard line. It's close. It's close. It's very close. It's a bad angle because Ale covers up the ball and you don't know where it ends up. But it's a safety. So now it's 22-17. But because of the safety, usually on a scoring play, the team who scores kicks off to the other team. But with a safety, that all goes out the door. The team who scores and gets those 2 points gets the ball back. So this is going to truly, Dad, go down to the wire.
It's going to go down to the wire. It's 1:33. We need to get a good kickoff and get that coverage down there so that we can stop them before they get past the 50. But it looks like they might get to the 50.
All right. Well, let's see. Who is kicking the ball here? It looks like it's going to be Rodriguez.
Yes.
So Rodriguez has a leg on him, and let's see if he can he's warming up. He's ready to go. He's ready to launch that ball. So let's see if he can come through for the Coyotes like he usually does with that golden leg. Here comes the kick. Punt is away, and it gets to the 45. It is going to cross the 50 to the 45, and he is gone. Finds a hole. That return man finds a hole, and is tackled. Chris Rodriguez makes the tackle at the 12-yard line, and they're going to call a flag because when Chris Rodriguez tackled him, he slung him out of bounds, and that is going to be a half a distance to the goal line. Could not have come up with a worse scenario for the Coyotes here to end the game. 1:26 left to go. Coyotes up 22-17.
Yes, it is. It's a bad. Oh, we need to keep our heads. We need to concentrate. We need to focus. But be that as it may, let's see if the boys can hold them.
All right. So if the Coyotes are going to do anything of a goal line stance, any semblance of a goal line stance, it has to be now because the ball is at the 6-yard line. First down and 10. This could be the game here. 1:26 left to go. Coyotes up 22-17. Rockets have the ball at the 6-yard line. The crowd is up on its feet here on the home side. A lot of green here, a lot of maroon over there. So the Coyotes fans are standing up as well. Simmons shows a little bit of confusion in the I formation. They might have to call a timeout. Doesn't look like the play clock is running though. That's stuck at 25. So not sure why they're not running the play clock here. And they're allowing them to make some adjustments here. When now they start the play clock. 23, 22. I formation. Handoff is to the running back. Tries to find a hole and stuffed at the 6-yard line. No gain right there.
No gain. No gain. And it's a minute 19.
Minute 18, 17, 16. 22-17. No gain. 2nd down and goal at the 6-yard line. Great run stopping by the Coyotes. That's all. That's pretty much the crux, if not the only thing that this Rockets offense does and does well. Has been doing all game, but the Coyotes have been starting to figure that out. 57 seconds left to go. Under a minute to play. 4th quarter. Coyotes up 22-17. Rockets looking for the go-ahead score. Coyotes looking to stop them cold. Let's see what happens here. Shotgun formation. Let's see if they do that, number 10 up the middle, or if Simmons runs, the quarterback for the Rockets. Handoff to number 10 up the middle. Another stop by the Coyotes at about the 4-yard line. So only a gain of about 2.
38 seconds. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. They call a timeout now.
Okay, timeout. All right, so we're going to go timeout break. I don't know if we can take this or not. It is getting hot in this press box. 36 seconds left to go. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply, who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Coyote Pack broadcast. We are on pins and needles right now. It is a close game. The Coyotes were up 22-15, but after a high snap, and it seems like high snaps have been happening for both teams, the ball trickled into the end zone. Abraham Ali recovered it in the end zone, unfortunately, so a safety occurred. 22-17. The ball was taken on the ensuing punt by the Rockets all the way up to about the 6-yard line. After 2 straight running plays, it is now 3rd down and 6.
They're going to try to
third down on the 6-yard line. They're going to do a sweep, Pop says. Hand off to the running back again, and it looks like he almost crosses the end zone, and it looks like he stopped at the 1-yard line. Yes. It is 4th down and 1, ladies and gentlemen. 4th down and 1, 28 seconds to go. 26 seconds. The clock keeps ticking, and it looks like someone's going to call a timeout. That's the Rockets. Guys, 4th down and 1. 26 seconds left to go. Coyotes up 22-17. Rockets have the ball at the 1. We will return after this commercial break. You're listening to the Kyle Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde, provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork. We'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast. We are seconds away from the final decision of this game. Coyotes up 22-17 here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium here in San Antonio, Texas. The Rockets have the ball at the 1-yard line. Coyotes are up 22-17. 4th down and 1. This is the game right here. The last shot for the Rockets to get into the end zone. The Coyotes defense looking for a goal line stand right here. Under center. It's going to be a quarterback sneak. Quarterback sneak, and there's a push, and it doesn't look like he got it. It doesn't look like he got it. He doesn't look like he got it. Nope. Final signal. Nope. That is a turnover on downs. Coyotes win. Coyotes win. Well, Coyotes win. There's 18 seconds left to go. 18 seconds left to go. They do. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself.
Come on, guys.
No. They're not calling a touchdown. There is a conversation happening between referees, but they're not going to call a touchdown. They do confirm it. The Coyotes looks like they're going to get a win here. It looks like they're going to get a win. I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but I wanted to just put it out in the universe. Turnover on downs. Heck of a goal line stand for the Uvalde Coyotes. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Coyotes are getting the ball back. Hopefully they can get the ball and just bleed out the clock at 18 seconds. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit UvaldeRealty.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're just joining us, the Coyotes had a beautiful goal line stand on 4th and 1, and the Rockets did not get the go-ahead touchdown. So right now the snap is away, and it looks like the Coyotes are going to push that pile because they do have the ball after the turnover on downs to about the 1 yard line. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. The clock ticks down 10 seconds, 9-8. The Coyotes don't need another snap. They're going to leave San Antonio, Texas, and Edgewood Veterans Stadium with a beautiful, hard-fought win. And the Coyotes are rushing the field, ladies and gentlemen, jumping up for joy. What a turn of events here. After it looked like the Rockets were going to have a go-ahead score at 4th and 1, quarterback sneak gets stuffed up the middle. Coyotes win, heading back to Tree City with their first district win. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast. We'll be right back with a post-game show here in Alamo City.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
I wake up with you guys, I spend my day with you guys, and I go to bed with you guys. You guys are the best.
The most Texas country and red dirt, plus the best of Nashville from 90s to now.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere, going out of style. I was thinking I'm trying to stay out of
Uvalde Radio.
Everyone in my family uses electricity differently, but when it comes to Medina Electric Cooperative, we all think about it the same way. The co-op is power. Sure, electricity turns the lights on, but power is the information I get from my co-op about efficiency, safety, technology. And I trust the co-op because we are the co-op. They're our neighbors, our friends, our home. Visit medinaec.org and discover the power of your co-op today. Powering members, empowering communities.
Born in Uvalde, Texas, Skyway Entertainment is your home for premier dining and hospitality in the area, including the Local Fix Coffee Shop and the Local Fix on the Go, the historic Rexall Soda Fountain, Broadway 830 Artesian Pizza and Craft Beer, Hangar 6 Air Cafe, and the Sweet Life Candy Shop and Arcade. Skyway Entertainment, feeding the pack since 2015.
Greetings to everyone who loves the Uvalde Coyotes. This is Mama Jan on behalf of the Tex Elliott family. Uvalde strong, we back the pack. Go Yotes!
Texans team together, every red-blooded one of you, shoulder to shoulder, shaping history. We're in it for the long haul, together, and you can take that to the bank. Texan Bank, poised and ready for a future that's wide open. Member FDIC.
Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Introducing Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment, a subsidiary of Uvalco Supply who has served all of Southwest Texas's farm and ranch needs for over 35 years. Uvalco Power Sports and Equipment is your one-stop tractor, implement, trailer, lawnmower, and power sports dealer located in Bandera or Uvalde, including service locations at both dealerships. We have inventory, so visit uvalcotractors.com or find us on Facebook to connect with the salesman today.
Star Realty and Ranch Keller Williams invites you to join them as they cheer on our 2022 Uvalde Coyotes. Star Realty and Ranch are your premier real estate experts, and they're here to provide you with all the resources and information you need to buy or sell real estate. They work with buyers and sellers in the area and have had extensive training in order to provide you with top-of-the-line service. Call to find out more at 830-261-1970 or visit UvaldeRealty.com.
Vulcan Materials Company is the nation's largest producer of construction aggregates, primarily crushed stone, sand, and gravel, and a major producer of construction materials, including asphalt and ready-mix concrete. One of our core tenets at Vulcan is being a good citizen and responsible steward of the communities in which we operate. From local community groups and philanthropic organizations to supply chain partners, we believe in being active and engaged neighbors. Our responsibility is to build strong relationships that support strong communities. Learn more at vulcanmaterials.com.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com.
Does your health have you on the sidelines? With over 20 specialty services, Uvalde Memorial Hospital has the winner's playbook of healing. Whether it's orthopedics, oncology, pain management, podiatry, radiology, or rehabilitation, Team UMH can offer you the quality, comprehensive health care you need to get back in the game of life. Call us today to learn more at 830-278-6251. Go Coyotes!
Like so many great Texas institutions, it began as an idea, became a vision, and ended up being a legacy. The premier bank of Southwest Texas since 1907, First State Bank of Uvalde, provides banking solutions, services, and products with the highest quality customer service, delivered with Southern hospitality and Texas spirit. For all your banking, loan, mortgage needs, or just to grab a cup of coffee and talk about Friday night's Coyote victory amongst the ambience and artwork, we'll be looking down the road for you here at First State Bank of Uvalde. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The best mix of country plus community information for Uvalde, Texas.
Uvalde Radio.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. If I sound out of breath, if we sound out of breath, it's for good reason. I mean, if you're tuning in, you probably know what happened. But the Coyotes come away with a win, 22-17 here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium in San Antonio, Texas. A quick summary, and I'm just going to give you the end of the game. But the Coyotes had the ball maybe around the 30, 35-yard line of their own territory. And Abraham...
They were sitting pretty.
Up 22-15, about maybe 3 minutes left to go in the game, 3.5 left to go in the game. Ball is snapped in the Wildcat formation to Abraham Ale. Ball sails over Ale's head and trickles all the way back to the end zone at about the 1-inch line. Abraham Ale jumps on the ball, but the referee said that he was in the end zone, so a safety happens. That makes it 22-17 with about 2.5, 3 minutes left to go in the game. Then, on the ensuing punt, back to the Rockets, because after a safety, the team who gets the 2 points gets the ball back. The ensuing punt gets to the 45-yard line, and the returner for the Rockets takes it all the way down to the 6-yard line after finding a hole in the kickoff coverage. And then a miracle happens. A beautiful, beautiful moment happens. 3 plays. From the 6-yard, get 3 running plays, gets the Rockets from the 6-yard line all the way down to the 1-yard line, maybe even the 1 inch. So here we go, 4th and goal, 4th and 1. It's whoever wants it more, because you know there's going to be a quarterback sneak and a push in the middle. Snap is away to Simmons. Simmons pushes with all his might behind his center, but the Uvalde Coyotes interior defensive line pushes even mightier. Game Coyotes, they run out the clock with 18 seconds left to go.
You know, it was the reason it was impressive, Al, is because they did that same play for a 2-point conversion. No, it was the first touchdown they made, and it looked like a what do you call those? A scrotum, the scroll,
scrums.
Scrums. There you go, the scrums. Rugby scrum. And where the fullback and the running back just carried the quarterback into the end zone, do they tried the same play, but the Coyotes were ready and they were able to stop them. And I mean, no gain, no nothing, no touchdown.
Yeah, you know, and here's the thing: the Rockets' running game is so robust, right? It's so robust. And the first half, they ran pretty much, especially Simmons, I mean, it was like a four-headed monster back there. You have Simmons at quarterback. You have Randy Contreras at running back. Alfredo Romero at running back. They kind of switch back and forth, it looked like, throughout the game. And then you have number 14, Daniel Torres, the fullback, who, by his own right, had himself a solid game, especially there was a nice 20-yard pickup, that 15-yard pickup that he had in the flats, a pass in the flats. I mean, which is essentially, to me, is a running play. But here's the thing. In the second half, either the Coyotes coaches made an adjustment or the Uvalde Coyotes defense knew exactly what they were doing and kept doing what they were doing, except they played a little bit harder.
It was an adjustment. And I'll tell you what, number 33 came in for number 36, who got concussion symptoms.
Yeah, Caden Smith, yeah.
Yes, and he played a hell of a game. He was able to contain on the outside, and that was the biggest problem we had in the first half, is that we weren't containing those sweeps. And the second half, the coaches made some adjustments.
Right.
And they were able to contain the sweeps, and all of a sudden, the running game just stopped.
The last two drives by the Rockets, I mean, the first one was a 3-and-out. The second one was the game-winning goal line stand. And you know, they got down to the one. But, I mean, if that had been the first half and the Rockets started their drive at the 6-yard line, that first play, second play, they would have been in the end zone.
That's correct. Yeah. Yes. No, our defense wanted it more than their offense. And there was another very important thing that happened in the second half is their number 72 was wrecking havoc all first half.
Yeah.
And he went out with an injury, and then Brody had time to throw and scan the field and be able to make some plays. So that helped a bit. It wasn't the determining factor. No. The determining factor was that our kids wanted it more than theirs.
You're right. I mean, that Abraham Ale run up that about 35, 32-yard run by Abraham Ale in the first half, that was up the middle. And when he cut to the sideline and found the corner of the end zone, that was before the Dranowski injury.
Yes.
Which we hope Mr. Dranowski, the 4-year starter, amazing defensive lineman. I wish I was that great when I was a defensive lineman in high school. You know, when he came out, like, you know, it was definitely a turning point. But he's not on offense.
Right.
The Coyotes defense found the way to stop them. They solved the puzzle, as you said during the broadcast.
Yes, they did. They really did. And kudos to the coaches and kudos to the kids because they were able to adjust and keep them from scoring any more points.
I want to give kudos to that front four. I mean, the linebackers played out of their mind. Justin Rendon was in there. Chris Rodriguez is always in there. I mean, Juvenal Esparza, I said in the halftime show how he, you know, was not fooled by any of those wide receiver screens, which they stopped running, by the way.
Yes.
And then Juvenal Esparza caught a shanked punt and it brought it all the way back to the 28-yard line of the Rockets. But that front four, you talked about the contain. Devin Brown and John Elizondo, who got in there for an injured Caden Smith, they kept contained for most of the game because Simmons is a lightning-quick quarterback. And then you have number 65, Malachi Lada, and number 55, Aaron Graves, with Brian Troop sprinkled in. And that front four held stout the rest of the second half.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. And coming up, we're going to do
we're going to do the Star Realty and Ranch Star of the Game.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. So before we do that, though, we're going to go over a couple of scores here. And actually, I'm going to just kind of refresh this link right here. And I'm going to give you scores for the Uvalde Coyotes district and the area scores from around Uvalde County. Somerset is in the fourth quarter right now. Tight game against Fredericksburg. They're up 14-10. The final over in Carrizo Springs, Divine absolutely kind of deconstructing the Carrizo Springs here. And actually, my iPad kind of went berserk on me there. So, but it was a 54-6 score before my iPad went out on me there. And then Sabinal is on an idle week, so no score for them. And then Bernie over San Antonio Memorial on Thursday, 35-0. So Bernie is on a roll after that 62-7 win over our beloved Coyotes.
And we just got word out that Somerset is up 21-10 with a minute and 11 seconds left. So they've got that game game under the bag.
They got that score. They got that cushion, so we're good there. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. On the flip side, we're going to get to the Star Realty and Ranch star of the game. Many to consider, but only one can have it. Maybe. We'll see. You're listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net.
Family owned and operated, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home was founded on one simple principle: service. With an all-new state-of-the-art facility, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home provides service at the highest level. Discover why Hillcrest is the ultimate provider of creating healing experiences in the Uvalde community. Call anytime at 830-333-3096 or find us on site at 424 Geraldine Street. Honor and celebrate life in a setting fit for remembering legends. Learn more at hillcrestmemorialfuneralhome.com. Friday Night Lights, marching bands, school spirit cheers. High school football is happening now. Auto World Uvalde is proud to support all the brave young athletes and to be a part of this wonderful Coyote fighting spirit. When you're ready to touch down on great savings on a new ride, stop by Auto World Uvalde. Test drive and let us help you find what you're looking for. Plus, get warranty forever at no cost to you. Visit AutoWorldUvalde.com today. Go Coyotes!
Texas Farm Store backs the pack. Locally owned and operated for over 50 years at 236 East Nepal. Stop by for everything you need. Feed, seed, lawn and garden, animal health, custom mixing and grinding, tack, herbicides, pesticides, and even wild game feeders. At Texas Farm Store, our friendly and knowledgeable staff can help you with all your needs. Delivery is available. Please call for more information, 830-278-3713. And find Texas Farm Store online at txfarmstore.com.
Welcome back to the Coyote Pack broadcast only on UvaldeRadio.net. If you're just joining us, the Coyotes leave San Antonio, Texas, here at Edgewood Veterans Stadium with a 22-17 win over the Kennedy Rockets. Their first district win, 1-1 district, 4-3 overall. Before we went to commercial break, I was going through some scores before my iPad decided to go rogue. So I'm going to finish those up here. Divine 54, Carrizo Springs 6, and then Jordanton 35, Crystal City 0. Nifu Nifa. Zip. Just like they used to say in the Rio Grande Valley. All right, so now that we have all that wrapped up, Pops, who is our Star Realty and Ranch star of the game? I'll go over individual names, but what group are we for the first time?
You just spoiled it for me.
Oh, sorry,
I was going to say there's so many stars in the sky, and then you just come up and tell it is. You know what? That was one heck of a goal line stand. So I think the stars of the game is going to be the defensive line.
Absolutely. And so those defensive linemen who we want to point out specifically, Caden Smith, who did leave with a concussion. We hope you're okay, sir, but you played a heck of a game. 44, John Elizondo, you played a heck of a game. 33, Devin Brown. 65, Malachi Lada. 55, Aaron Graves. 79, Brian Troop. All of you played a heck of a game. And, I mean, not only did you stifle that vaunted running game of the Kennedy Rockets, but you stopped them cold when it mattered even the most in that fourth and 1 goal line stand.
Yes, it was. It was so exciting. I don't know if my heart can keep going like this. You know, we don't need any more of these games.
No, yeah, we need to. Yeah, we have a couple more games. We have 3 more regular season games. But Pops, you had a prediction too.
That's right, and this right here was key.
Mm-hmm.
This was key. We need to take care of business, but this was key, and it was key because the kids need to get into the winning ways again in their mind, and they did. So I can't wait till next week. I really can't.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be an amazing return back to the Honey Bowl. We've been on the road for a lot this season. We went to Bernie last week. We went to San Antonio this week. We went to Poteet. You know, we haven't seen the Honey Bowl in a long time. It's gonna be good to be back home.
It's gonna be awesome. You know.
Yeah.
And tonight, you know what? Tonight was a good night. We're going to have a nice trip home.
Mm-hmm.
And the coyote is going to be howling tonight.
That's right, baby. That's right. All the way from Alamo City to the honey capital of the world. And we can't wait to see you there next week at the Honey Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. As always, our pregame show starts at 6:30, and the kickoff coverage starts at 7.
And we're playing who? Who are we playing next week? The Fredericksburg Hillbillies.
No, not the Hillbillies.
Oh no, the Billies.
the fighting Billies.
I remember I used to play against them. I just don't like them. Okay? I just don't like them.
There's some animosity there from the playing days.
That's right.
All right, guys. Well, for Simon Pops Ortiz, class of 76 of UHS, number 67 himself, and former Coyote left guard, I'm Al Ortiz, your play-by-play announcer. Pops, you have something to say?
Yes, let's get the scrum out of here.
All right, sounds good, guys. We'll see you. This is the Coyote Pack broadcast, only on UvaldeRadio.net. See you next week in Tree City, USA.
Thanks for listening to the Coyote Pack broadcast with Simon and Al Ortiz on UvaldeRadio.net. Tonight's broadcast was made possible by the support of our sponsors: Texas Farm Store, Star Realty and Ranch, Uvalde Memorial Hospital, Hillcrest Memorial Funeral Home, Skyway Entertainment, Texan Bank, Medina Electric Cooperative, Lantana Realty, Uvalco Supply, Power Sports and Equipment, Vulcan Materials Company, Uvalde Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center, and First State Bank of Uvalde. The Coyote Pack broadcast was produced by Robert Miguel Rodriguez. Coyote Pack broadcast apparel provided by Southwest Uniforms and Embroidery. Very special thanks to Uvalde CISD Superintendent Dr. Hal Harrell, Uvalde CISD Executive Director of Communications and Marketing Anne Marie Espinosa, and Uvalde CISD Athletic Director and Head Football Coach Wade Miller and staff. We are Uvalde Strong. We now return to our regular broadcast on UvaldeRadio.net.